got questions to ask, and a fire that won't die, unraveling each task under the sky. Oh, dig it 420, curious Canuck. Answers on your mind, never getting stuck.
Because, you know. Well, geez, it works a lot better if I actually add myself to the stage, eh? Oh, my goodness. Tell you what, it's been an afternoon. It's been the last 48 hours has been a whole bunch of everything. So I appreciate you guys waiting, giving me a couple of minutes to be late here. I'm not mighty type of late, so I'm, it's not that bad, right? Yes, my camera's in the right general direction. Kitty's over there, Kitty's over here, coffee's on. I'm good to go. How's everyone else? All right, we've got MJ right away. Hello, MJ. How you doing? Kaiser's in there. Greetings, Canuckistanis and everyone else. Greetings, Kaiser. We've got John as well. Hello, John. Doing all the Modly type things. I appreciate that. There's AP. Hello, hello. Pardon me. Shenny saying howdy, everyone. She's working and listening. Linda's there. Hello, Linda. How you doing, hon? And Peggy, good to see you. You're still snowed in New Orleans, eh? It is. It's amazing. You guys out east seem to have taken all of my winter from me because it's so warm. I mean, it's cold, but it's not our cold here. It's ridiculously warm here is what it is for the time of year. So I'm loving it. Sorry you guys have the cold, but thanks for taking it from us. We'll have it back next year. All's good, okay? I decided because this past Monday I couldn't do the chat with my friends because of all the excitement and celebrations going on. I figured I'd do it today instead because it's my stream and I'll do what I want to. AP says it's a balmy 5 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not going to do the math. Peggy saying send it back. We'll take it. We'll take it back next year. Just have one icy cold, beautiful snowy winter, and then it'll be good in your memories. And we'll have it back next year. All will be right in the world. Okay. Now, as I was saying, I decided to invite friends over today, and I've already got friends here. So why the heck not? First here was AP. So hello, AP. How you doing? Oh, are you muted?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Good to hear you, buddy.
Screaming at my brother's dog.
Oh, no worries. Good to hear you.
We've also give me 1 second, though. I'll be right back.
No worries. Hello, Kaiser. How you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm here.
You're here. I guess you're getting
off,
cold
but I'm
too.
here. I mean, we had a heat wave today. I'll tell you that much. I mean, we actually hit a rocking 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So,
people in your Fahrenheits.
The Lord's degree, set of degrees and measurement,
Wow. We're having a debate now. Shenny wants to make minus 40 and minus 40 0 because it's the same.
It's the same
Fahrenheit. But that still doesn't make any sense to me. But let me get this.
Because Celsius is 0 for Celsius is the freezing point of water. So yeah, and then 100 being the boiling point, and you kind of it's like 2.5.
0 is the freezing point of water. 0 for Celsius. Yeah, straight, easy, simple. If it's colder, it goes down, and if it's warmer, it goes up. Makes simple sense to me, anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
It oddly is the same thing for Fahrenheit.
The minus 40 is, yeah.
No, the temperature of water. So 0 is
Well, then
32 in Fahrenheit.
Then why do you
Fahrenheit
guys
is
go
ice.
all funky with the temperature? Okay, that works for me. AP, I just did the math. You said it's a balmy 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is minus 15 Celsius. That's what we usually get. That's where we're normally at in winter, especially this time of year. Right now, I'm sitting, see, for me, it's a balmy minus 3. So it's it's really a lot warmer here than it should be. You're at 23, you said?
20. Negative
20.
6.
Okay, minus 6. Okay, so we're about the same then. It's nice. Right? It's nice for winter.
Yeah, see, it's that's a heat wave for us because yeah, we've had pretty consistently last day or two negative 10, negative, 8, whatever. And then of course we last night it got so cold. My furnace in my house couldn't keep up. And I have a brand new furnace and AC and all that. And whoever the dumbass that designed my house was, he decided, oh, let's just put 3 vents in the downstairs and that'll do everything we need. Problem is, one of those vents is in the pantry. One of those is over the stove on the opposite side of the living space. And then the other one is literally sitting right at the edge of the stairs. So any hot air that it blows out just goes right back up the stairwell. So,
geez.
Yeah.
You gotta
So the
figure out a way
floor-
to get it to come back. Hello, S8.
So yeah,
Hi.
the second floor, balmy 72 degrees,
Lovely,
which is
yeah.
perfect. And
Yeah.
on the other hand, downstairs 50.
I'm lucky. I live upstairs. The only really cold spot is the front door, which is at the bottom of the stairs of death. But I've got the heaters are up here, so same thing. It kind of builds to that ceiling, and as soon as I start going down the stairs, my feet start to get colder. And
Yeah.
nice here, nice.
It's like right at the stairwell as you kind of cross that head height with the floor, you suddenly start feeling that like warm, like that pool of cold air.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's very weird. You can literally feel where the ceiling
transition.
is.
Yeah. I was telling my wife, I said, I swear we just need to buy one of those like blower fans that they get like for, fumigating places and stuff like that. Just run the vinyl tubing down the stairs and like put the thing up near the wall on the second floor. Just blow the hot air back down.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about a ceiling fan is if you put it in the right spot, it actually does do its job.
Right.
Because right now I'm sitting underneath the ceiling fan and it's just nicely pushing the air back down. It's nice and cozy here. My feet can be freezing, but it's nice through here. Hello, Roots Calhoun as well. How are you doing? SH, did I say hi? I think I said hi. Oh, look at you all with your Fahrenheits. Jeez Louise, I'm not doing the math for all y'all.
Freedom units.
Freedom fractions for the wind there.
Yeah.
Speaking of ceiling fans, if you reverse the spin, it'll suck the heat up and drop it all over the room.
Yes.
Yeah, we've done that with all of our ceiling fans already. The problem is we need an actual blower fan to suck the air and like push it down, shunt it downstairs.
Yeah.
Just need one of those big ass ceiling fans.
I've got a shop
20
fan.
footers.
I don't know.
Yeah. We had one in my friend's garage. He had 2 of them, the 2 10-footers in each opposite corner of the gantry door. And he spent like 10 grand just in fans, but that place gets extremely cold in the summer and it is like 95 degrees in the winter because he's a mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, it's really nice to have you on, AP. We never get to hear your voice, so this is really cool.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
No, it's awesome.
I say live and in person, huh?
Yeah.
It's always easier to talk than it is to talk in chat.
Especially with someone whose left hand stops working halfway through.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's going back to this Saturday is game day again. My buddy Johnny, he does the gaming. You guys should get on. Brian's going to be jumping in to play Marvel Rivals.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and they're wanting to get a team up that can, you guys can all play together and work together, as opposed to all these random people that don't know each other and don't play together.
Yeah, that game's got too much going on for me. So
Me too. It's
It looks
there's
awesome.
too much flashy flash.
I don't have the thing to play Destiny because I've been playing since 2009. So
Okay.
I can jump in that game and I can play it on mouse or and keyboard or just controller mostly. So
Okay.
I don't need it's like second hand automatic function for me, so I don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, I've been looking at I've had a few people naming games that I need to play. And yeah, I'm I'm narrowing it down. I think I'm gonna have to buy Fallout 4 because I enjoyed watching my ex play it so much that I think it's time. I'm gonna have to buy it and bite the bullet and play that. But thanks, Jenny.
Yeah, I mean Fallouts are fun. I've never played them. My brother has though.
Okay, yeah, I really enjoy it because it's like there's a lot of missions, like game story behind it, which I really like. I like to have a story that I have to discover and interact with, but it also has building, and I also really enjoy building stuff. I do design games on my phone because I really like making things look better, or so I really enjoy Fallout 4. But there's a couple of others that some friends have been mentioning for a while, but I haven't quite decided yet. Oh, hello, kitty.
Yeah,
Scratching to get in. Oh, you're muted, or I think you might have unplugged.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The kid ran in and I had to mute real quick so that way I could take care of that. But then the cat ran in and demanded some snuggers.
Aww.
That's not
cats that like attention are awesome.
I know.
Oh, she's a sweetie. She's one of our old ladies.
Mine are
16 this year.
They don't like to be held per se, but they won't go far. They're on either side. Well, right now, Boo's in the window because there's stuff going on. But
yeah, I had a boxer. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you were telling me once about your boxer.
Yeah, I wish she was still around.
Yeah,
but
they're my favorite breed.
She was an amazing 85-pound sassy dog.
Nice.
She was double the weight of a normal female boxer, but she definitely thought she was a lap dog, at least with me. So, if you sat on her couch, she would stare a hole through the side of your head.
Yep.
Roots is saying because Marika, that's why. All right, Roots, whatever. I'm being inundated by the freedom. What did you call it? The freedom
fractions.
Freedom factions. Okay, so
fractions. Yeah.
I will.
Everything's in 12ths.
I will keep my Celsius to myself. But know this: no matter how cold you think you are, it's usually colder here.
Yeah. If you think that 12ths are bad, wait till we start calculating our things that are in 12ths in other denominations, because we also do 16ths, 32nds, 64ths.
Yeah.
But they're all a division of 12, which makes your brain hurt even worse.
Numbers dance and switch places on the page for me. So that's just, you start talking about 12ths and stuff, and it's just like,
It's whenever your buddy asks you for a 29, 30 seconds and you're sitting there just like, what?
What?
Yeah.
That's when I smile and nod. More often than not, that's when I smile and nod. I sometimes
The-
agree to things I don't want to, but 9 times out of 10, it's just safer to smile and nod.
True.
Yep.
I mean,
Hi,
heck, I had to
Christine, how
get
you doing?
wire size drills for something, a project I'm doing, and like, okay, I need, 1/4 inch, but I need it to be a number 31, which is
Mhm.
5 thousandths different than a 1/4 inch. And I was laughing. I was like, I'm just gonna use a 1/4 inch, but then I can't use the reamer that I have. So I was like, well, that's stupid. I gotta wait 3 weeks for 3 drill bits to come in.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain when you just get focused in on something and then you realize you're missing. I actually did that. I bought everything I needed to so I could make a big, huge batch of chili. I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
made my own, but I got it all together last week and I was ready to go. And I realized I had no chili powder. So last time I cleaned out my spices, I must have chucked it. And so I went and bought all sorts of spices. I loaded up today. And yeah, tomorrow
Nice.
is chili. I was supposed to make it today, but I was really busy. I was sidetracked with chat in another stream.
So
So
the question remains then, are we talking about Midwestern chili or Texas chili?
I don't know.
Or New
It's
Mexico chili.
Digger
Mm.
chili.
Cincinnati
It's
style, Skyline. Yeah.
Memphis.
it's got 6 bean medley mix and some other red kidney
Okay, so if it
beans.
has beans, it's
and-
not Texas.
Not
Okay,
chili,
okay.
yeah,
And then there's tons
technically not
of
chili.
ground beef and red, orange, yellow, and green peppers, bell peppers, onions, and then whatever canned goods I've got. I know I've got mushrooms and stewed tomatoes, and I may put corn in there just because I like.
I
The
do
real
on my
question
chili.
is, since you put beans in it, what kind of beans?
Well, it was a 6 bean medley that my mom said she buys, and then I've got
Okay.
red kidney beans as well.
Okay, kidneys are a classic staple. I
Yeah.
usually like to use either black bean, black beans. Sometimes if I can't, and I do like also throw in some chickpeas. Those are always fun.
Okay.
A little extra protein.
Canadian chili. There you go. Well, I
Yeah.
can't even claim that. My mom was telling me she's got a secret ingredient and she told me about it and I was so excited to try it because I love her chili. That's why I've never made chili. I love my mom's chili. So she just brought me, but she only brought me 2 single servings this time for Christmas, and I've already eaten one, so I figured I'd make my own. Let's see. Oh, I can reach. There we go. 6 bean medley there. So we've got Holy Hannah. chickpeas, red kidney beans, black-eyed peas, white beans, Romano beans, baby lima beans. There we
Okay.
go.
The wax beans. Okay.
No, those I've got separate. Yeah, those I've got
all
I've got a mix of
Because the wax beans are usually like the number one
Pea-
go-to for chilies,
oh,
Yep.
okay. I've got peas,
at
corn,
least in my
and
experience.
the green
Kaiser might
beans.
have something different because he actually cooks, whereas I just wait for people to cook for me.
But yeah, no, I was going to get the secret ingredient, and they didn't have it. Apparently, there is a shortage of this ingredient in town at the moment, which is very weird. But that's what happens in a small town. Occasionally, things everyone wants it at once, and it's all gone.
I'm curious about this secret ingredient now.
Same here.
Yeah, it's not a sweet. It's but it's not spicy either.
Okay.
Yeah. I did go to the store. Oh my goodness. I did. First things first, Dom is over in the Rumble chat, $5 Rumble rant. Thank you so much, Dom. Saying play it so hard. I'm trying. But yeah, I did so damn good. I've got this trip planned to the United States. And I did the big girl thing. I got up early. I walked to the People's Aid place, and they helped me. They printed out all of the passport paperwork that I have to fill out. So, and they actually printed 2 copies so that, you know, if I screw up on one, I can fix it. So that's lovely. I've got that. I bought all the seasonings I need so I can now make the chili I wanted to make. And then I came home, turned on my buddy's stream, and got lost in chat. So
Nice.
chili tomorrow.
You got something done though.
Yeah, I got a whole lot done. I'm impressed. I've been doing it for a while now, going around my town. Like there's places that I go to that I'm comfortable in because I go to the same place all the time. So that really helps. And yeah, that's why I'm thinking that it's time that I take a trip, because I've got to face those fears. And a train is almost the same as riding in a single seat in Greyhound. Only it takes less time. So I'm looking forward to it. I rode on a train once when I was little, from the Okanagan, which is about the middle of BC, over to the coast. And it was the middle of winter. It was the coolest thing ever. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I see Jody's just come in. Hello, hello. Yes, you make a mean chili, but it's vegetarian. I know. I cannot. I gave up pork and I miss bacon so much, but I won't do it. But I cannot give up beef, and I cannot give up the poultry. Maybe at some point in the future, but I don't see it happening.
See, you're having a lot of beans and all that stuff for your protein then? I can't. With my MS, I can't have legumes.
Oh,
No more peanuts, no more anything root vegetables. There's very sparse.
no.
Got to be only cruciferous, so a lot of sulfur rich.
No more sweet potatoes. No more regular potatoes.
Nope.
Dude,
And
I don't
for
know.
someone that's part Irish, that's a death blow.
That's tough. Holy Hannah.
Being in my mom's maiden name can't get any more Irish. So the fact that someone in her family can't have a potato is like a violation of nature.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Jody, that sounds awesome. Cubed fresh sweet potatoes, does it not just become one with the liquids of the chili? I mean, it wouldn't hold together like a potato would.
It
Fresh
will.
corn off the cob, I don't have.
It'll be a little more solid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I never thought of that, but I happen to have sweet potatoes because I love them. So I've got them in the fridge. I'm the opposite to you, AP. I've just recently been told I am eating all the wrong things, and I must add fresh vegetables, but I got to make sure I get all the colors in the rainbow. I've heard that before, but now I'm actually going to try and follow it. But the other thing was legumes, tons and tons of legumes.
Yeah. Well, it's the reason why they say for people with MS not to have it is because the way they're processed is with alkalis and other chemicals.
Okay.
So
interesting. Oh, I can take that off.
For me, I got to stay away. I can have the sweet meats, so hearts, liver, pancreas, stuff like that. I can have organ meats all day long. So
yeah.
Problem is I can't stand long enough to cook. So I've got to get somebody else to cook for me.
Yeah.
So, or throw it in my Ninja air fryer. But then I have to sit there and wait. And I just don't have that much time during the day. I only get a half hour for lunch.
Yeah, that's one thing. I've got all the time in the world here at home all the time. So I can do the cooking. It's just kind of a pain in the butt for one person. When I cook, I like to make it in batches, but I've only got an apartment-sized freezer, so I can only make one thing in a batch, because then my entire freezer is stock full of that and only that. So.
Well, I can tell you, if I could cook like Kaiser, I'd be.
Oh, dude! If I could cook like Kaiser, oh man. Yeah.
Years of trial and error.
Some of these
That was
briskets
awesome.
and smoked meats that I saw, I was like, oh man, I gotta
I
stop
know.
looking at you. I hate your guts right now.
When it looks that good in a picture,
Yeah.
you know it's got to be good because
And
you're
that's
not
just me with my phone,
taking
just like, all right,
stock
that's good enough.
photography food. Yeah. Yeah, you're not taking stock photography food photos. You're just taking, you literally just made it, and it's
Yeah,
mouth watering.
literally, what was it, last night before? No, it was Monday night. I actually made homemade butter.
Oh,
So,
nice.
That's
yeah.
fun. We've done
I've
that
never
before.
made the butter. I've made other types of butter, but
Just throw heavy cream in a food processor. Call
Yep,
it a
I got
day.
one of those stand mixers with the whisk attachment. Just threw some heavy cream in there and let it go to town. And at first, it starts out, turns into whipped cream, and then once you're just let it go past that stage, it turns into butter. And
interesting.
that's whenever it separates out. You got the actual butter, and then you also have the left behind, which is buttermilk, which I use for biscuits.
Yes.
Buttermilk's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's the really good heavy cream, like the crap I have to buy at $9 for a pint.
Right.
I don't think I've ever bought heavy cream.
Oh, I use it all the time in my cooking, and it makes so much difference. I mean, if you ever want to take just a regular pack of mac and cheese and elevate it way above where it's supposed to,
I use half and half.
Get a little bit of heavy cream and some like good Irish butter, and put the Irish butter in, let it do its thing, dissolve, and then throw in, instead of like milk, put in the heavy cream amount.
Okay.
That, and then put in your cheese mix, and then actually throw in a handful or two of like actual like some like mild or sharp cheddar cheese, and then
I love a good aged cheddar cheese.
It will melt your it's just so good. And then
well, you've got recipes, so you got to throw them into the recipe area.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I of course, my wife and I, we of course, our kid and everything, I'm the one who I meal plan every week. So I will sit there, look at what we've got in the inventory. I'll go, okay, well, we want these dishes this week for dinner, and then make sure I've got all the ingredients. Anything I don't have, I go ahead and pick up. But this week I've got the likes of, let's see, let me pull up my list here. Chorizo breakfast burritos was last night. We had that. We decided to do breakfast for dinner.
Nice.
Always a good choice.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I've got some ingredients to make lasagnas. I'm going to make a couple of lasagnas so I can throw a couple of them in the freezer. And then fried chicken and biscuits. I've got really good spaghetti and meat sauce recipe. General Tso's chicken, believe it or not, really easy to make at home.
Okay. I've never had it, but I've heard of it. So it must be
General
good.
Tso's is amazing. And the fact that you can make it at home, and I've got a wok to actually do it in now, it's so
Nice.
awesome. And then, over the weekend, going to do some homemade pizzas.
Right on.
Rise the dough and everything.
I love making homemade pizza dough. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Jody, I was told actually, I just picked some of the Celtic salt up. That's one of the things I picked up today. But I was told to use just a small amount every morning in my water. First thing I do is drink that. Yeah, just a little bit. She said not very much at all. You don't need very much at all, but it has the most or the highest count, as well as the most diverse mineral groups in it. So I just got some, and we'll see how much better or worse it does for me. Yeah, just a little bit. She said not even a teaspoon, just a tiny little bit.
Probably just a little pinch.
Water. Yeah. Linda's asking AP, how's your new diet working out for you? What say you?
Oh, I just told her it's rough. I have to plan a whole day just for cooking so I can figure it out. And then I answered her again. Basically what happens is I'll have a food that I think I can have, and then it'll affect me like 10 times worse, and then I can't have it. but
Okay.
it's one of the main things that I'm using to help get the nutrients back in my body. So it just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
That sucks. Yeah. It's
can't have half the things that I love to have anymore. So, you know,
yeah, I know a little bit about that. I still miss bacon. It's been out of my life for a few years now, but I still
Oh.
miss bacon.
if I have to give up bacon, I'm
Mhm.
just gonna quit life. It's
Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah. That's it. I'm done. Jody's
Yeah.
saying sweet potato adds some really good texture and flavor. I will try that.
Mm.
I will definitely try that.
yeah, the sweet potato. You can chunk it, and you can cream it when you put it in your chili, so it does
Okay.
multiple different things. It just
Okay.
it softens faster than normal,
Yeah.
like russets, or
Yeah.
it's kind of like consistency of Montana Golds. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't cream. Yeah, got to be careful about creaming your potatoes there.
Oh man, you have no idea, but there's some jokes going around about an imaginary gorilla milking factory. So we've been talking about that kind of cream all afternoon because we're children.
I mean, everybody's sitting here like, oh, well, I don't like those kind of jokes. They're immature. I'm like, really? Come
Yeah.
on. That's half the fun.
When someone hits the fart sound effect, I love it. I can't help I giggle. It's just a thing. Let's see. I've got, who did I hear that from? Oh, there he is. Hello, Captain. How you doing? You know what it is? My page isn't full screen so that I can have the Rumble chat where I can see it. So I didn't
just
see
woke
you.
up.
There we go. Well, nice for joining you, or nice to have you join us. Blah. Coffee? Have you got coffee at least?
I have tea,
Close.
iced tea.
Captain, you and Kaiser, you've met before, right?
Oh, many times, yes.
Okay, I thought so. And AP, have you been in Captain's streams?
I think so.
I see you all over the place. I can't remember.
Not in his. I've seen him in yours, and I've seen him in
Okay.
other places.
Maybe. I don't know.
So.
Okay. Well, Captain, AP Captain.
How's it going? I'd turn my camera on, but you guys don't want to see the mess of an office I have. So
Fair enough.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
once I get it cleaned, and all my toys on the wall, and
it'll be a different.
a couple deer head mounts on the wall, then I'll turn it on.
Toys on the wall.
Yeah.
I have to say my house has stayed really nice and tidy since I changed the perspective of the camera. You guys get to see just about everything. So it's kind of been nice to wake up every morning and come into a clean room instead of junk everywhere. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about.
Oh, I've got some sound drops. I don't know if they'll work here,
Well, I can't read.
but
Somebody's playing with sound effects.
Yes. I'm going down just make sure. Hi, lady. How you doing? So is pronounced Chow, says Roots Calhoun. Instead of General So, it's General Chow.
there's a whole lot of like different pronunciations for it. Unfortunately, it's just one of those where, look, I'm from the Midwest. I ain't from that there Asian land, so I'm sorry if I mispronouncing stuff, but I don't speak the language. All right, no comprehendo.
I tell you what, I call it tasty Chinese chicken.
Amen to that.
Wait, isn't that cat?
that's meow chicken.
That'll work.
Not the way I
Oh.
make it, but okay.
Linda, I'm getting so hungry now. I miss cooking. Oh, hun.
If you think that's
I
bad,
know.
you should hear my tonkatsu recipe.
Lady says
See,
she's been doing
I-
intermittent fasting. I've done it by accident. I've just forgotten to eat a few days this week. It's
I
been
don't
other
get
things going.
hungry right anymore, so
Oh, you're not hungry anymore?
no, Ozempic does that to you.
Oh, I should I should hit them
Wegovy,
up for like the
Ozempic.
last 20 pounds. That would be nice.
No,
The
the
stuff
goal
that
is
won't go away.
65 pounds by June.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
My goal is as much as I can before April.
I've lost 27 so far. And I started.
Okay, you guys lose it, I'll find it for
December.
you. Don't worry.
I'm not expecting to lose all that much, but actually my goal is I'm doing my strength exercises again. I need to get my core, my legs, my everything needs to get strong again. I've become soft and squishy, and I would like
You
to
know,
be
they
able
say
to get
Kegels
more.
are good for that.
Oh yeah, but that's just for the one area. You need all sorts of exercises to
That's a
exercise
core
all parts
workout
of your
right
body.
there.
Well, it's not the whole
It's
core
the-
isn't just that
It's
one
the
spot.
undetectable core workout.
You see, you need to find a way to go ahead and combine the Kegels with the sit-ups. Yes, do
Yes,
the whole
yes.
core at once. Shall.
Oh, Jody's saying I usually only eat once a day. Yeah, I usually only eat once. Maybe I'll have something to eat later on in the evening if I really, really need it. But this past week, I've just kind of forgotten to eat. I've had other things going and forgot to sandwich, no pun intended, but sandwich eating into the day. So oops, I guess that's fasting. Hello, Wild. How you doing, hon? Good to see you too. Oh, you know what that means? If Wild's if Wild's here, that means we've got emotes. Yes.
I mean, 3 years, well, actually about 6 years ago now, I lost 67 pounds in 4 months.
Oh wow.
Intermittent fasting. But I was also able to work out and do P90X 6 days a week. So
Okay.
now I can barely walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
P90X, I remember that.
That was all the rage for a while.
Yeah, I remember hearing
Yeah.
about it.
I was doing 2 a day, so I'd do an hour in the morning and 2 hours in the evening.
Whew.
Trying to get myself in shape to go be a cop, and got to the point where I passed all the physicals and everything, and then my health declined very rapidly. So
Yeah, that happens.
I know
right?
that
go in
feeling.
for a consultation for LASIK and come out with being partially blind in my left eye, and then
geez,
it
man.
switched to both eyes. Now I have visual snow. Not I'm trying to give anybody a sorry story or anything like that, but
No. I mean, we've
Not
all
at all.
got our shit that we're going through. And sometimes it's nice to have
Yeah.
people to chat with who get it.
I mean,
I'm,
I just went through double cataract surgery last June and
geez.
October. So
yeah.
did you get the contact lenses installed, or do they give you what's the new one now?
oh no, they put the standard lenses in. They didn't put
Okay.
I can't remember what the weighted ones that are where they make it where you don't have to have glasses.
Yeah, my dad
Insurance
went through
wouldn't pay
that.
for the good ones.
Right. Yeah, my dad went through that last year around my birthday in July. He went in one day, could barely see, came out 3 hours later and was seeing with better in 2020 with the whatever lenses they put in his eye.
I got
My mom's the
20/25
same
in one
way.
eye and 20/30 in one eye in the other.
Pretty good.
My mom had Coke bottle glasses all of her life, all of my life. I've never seen her without heavy glasses on that pinch her nose and give her migraines. And she went and got her eyes done. And she's been without glasses for 2 years, maybe now. And it's amazing. It's really cool to see my mom. It's like I got a whole new mom, but she's loving it because she's a reader. She's the one that made me into the reader that I am or was. But yeah, it's really nice to see that she can do that and be comfortable again. So it's pretty amazing what they can do now with the laser.
Yeah, they have this
stuff.
new laser that's amazing. You don't even need to touch your eye. You just lay down and look at the the crosshairs the entire time. They just keep your eye open.
Yeah. Yeah. Mom won't. I don't know if I actually questioned her. I used to question her. I don't know if I actually did this time. I would have asked her all the little nitty gritty gross bits back in the day because of the doing the makeup. But I don't think I ever asked her about it. But someone else, I don't know. Was it you, Jody? Someone sent me a video of eye surgery being done. And it was just the coolest thing. It was so neat to watch. Let's see. I haven't lost anyone else. Everyone's here. Ladies saying, oh, okay. She's not totally fasting. She's got an eating window, but only eating once a day.
Yeah, that's just intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do, but I just, I do it out of habit. As long as I get like my cereal or my oatmeal first thing in the morning, I'm golden.
That's a Canadian thing.
Is it?
It's a Southern thing too, but
Is it? I could if I got stuck on a deserted island and I could only have one food for the rest of my life, it would be cereal and 2% milk. Yeah,
That's
no.
fair.
I would be okay with that.
I mean, get me some Captain Crunch,
I was going to say, what cereal though?
No, I've got Raisin Bran, and then I usually mix in whatever. My favorite cereal in whole wide world is Just Right, but it's very expensive, so I don't get it very often. But I'll mix in Honey Bunches of Oats or the oatmeal stuff. I'm a healthy cereal kind of girl. I don't like this sugared cereal unless it's Golden Grams or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Those are like maybe once or twice a year treats.
Taste you can see.
I love those too, but yeah, I'm not allowed to have them very often. I'm a healthy cereal kind of gal. Wild, I had this up on screen for a little bit, so I figure I better read it out. She's saying, Digger, I hope you haven't sent any foot pictures. Those thirsty pervs will bug you endlessly for more. Yes, I will not be sending any foot pics to anyone ever. Just ever. Don't worry about that. I'm cute and a little thick, but I'm not naive and stupid. I know those boys. I'm not going to be giving them any pictures of anything.
Well, you are coming to Detroit area, so
I am. I'm so excited. I've got Mighty says he's in. Brian says he's willing to drive up. You said you're going to try. Kaiser and AP, you're both going to try and meet us there. And then I'm trying to twist Bobby Baloney's arm, but
there you
he
go.
says he doesn't have any money. But yeah, I'm really trying to twist his arm to have him come up and meet us too, because it's it wouldn't be a proper meetup if it wasn't all the boys, right? So
Bobby, you got to get over here. We're going to have all kinds of fun with our friend. You can't miss it. Get to Detroit.
and if he the other thing too is if he came and met us all in Detroit, then I wouldn't have to go out of my way to North Carolina, not North Dakota, North Carolina to try and see him. So yeah, it would be lovely if we could twist his rubber arm and get him into Detroit too.
I volunteered to go.
Hello, I was wondering when
who
you come
invited him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we need our token. Wouldn't be right without it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
The funny thing is Brian's the token for this group, and I'm the token for my friend group outside of this. I'm the only white guy in the group.
Speaking of tokens, I say, Brian, you're going to have a hard time finding a job now that they've gotten rid of affirmative action.
Ah, shit! I knew it.
Darn it.
You know what? There's one man who I know would enjoy ingenuity and anything that had to do with just, autistic hand gestures, Man, that's a nice hat he's trying to reach for.
You smart ass.
I don't want to get her banned.
Good morning. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh, guten Morgen. Hello.
Nothing
Hello.
happened between 38 and 45. They invited everybody for tea.
Mhm.
Roots, yes, I do remember Tybo. That was like the big
Oh, Billy
exercise
Blanks.
for a
Yeah.
while. Yeah.
Billy Blank.
He was
Yeah.
actually in a low budget movie in like the 80s. It was actually a kung fu movie.
Like it was
And it was like the laziest kung fu movie you've ever seen. And it's so hilarious. Like it's one of
Yeah.
those so bad it's good. Cameron Mitchell, yeah, Billy Blanks.
I remember that.
Yeah, Low Blow was the name of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Leo Fong.
Is it like Tai Chi mixed with like just random yoga?
Something like that.
But Taibo,
Yeah.
Taibo is like Taekwondo mixed with like Pilates.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more of a Pilates.
What is a Pilates?
Oh, Pilates is
So
just
there's
another.
It's advanced Kegels.
Pilates.
Oh,
is,
I know what Kegels are. I know what those
pretty
are.
much, yeah.
I used to do Pilates and I
I used
enjoyed
to
it.
do Kegels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So then you'll love
Kegels
it.
again.
You'll love it. It'll work great for you.
Right. Yeah. Pilates is basically yoga just with lifting weights. And
Mhm.
the guy that created it, his last name is Pilates. He was a general or lieutenant something.
Okay, now you got to be fucking with me.
No, I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe you.
What,
Yeah,
you
he
guys
got
don't go
injured in
exercise
war
with General
and-
Pilates? What?
Yeah,
I
I don't know
thought it was-
what his rank
yeah.
was, but no, it was a guy. He was a
Yeah.
military guy named Pilates, and he designed it in his hospital room to get stronger.
So I guess you could say he was doing major Pilates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
I tell you what, it was sometime the first week in November. I had the oddest follow over on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Still call it Twitter.
Yeah.
It was the oddest one ever, and it was completely out of the blue. Anybody remember Tony Little?
Oh,
Like Stuart
No.
Little, was he a mouse?
no,
The
wasn't
blonde
he, a
80s
fit
and 90s
dude?
exercise dude.
Yeah, he kind of reminded
Oh,
me
what?
of what they
Yeah.
PC.
Is he the
principal?
gazelle guy?
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
yeah.
I was like, this has got to be a troll account. And then I look and it's a verified account.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
I had to message him. I'm like, why on earth would you follow me? And he goes, I remember you from a weightlifting competition in Denver, Colorado in 1991.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, you've got to be kidding. I look nothing like I did. But he remembered my name. I'm like, why would you
Nice.
follow me on Twitter? I've got nothing to offer you. I'm old and fat.
I wasn't
It's
even
awesome,
born then.
Oh, shush, young one.
I don't
Oh,
want to
that's
hear
right.
it.
Hear
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
91? What is that? Like the Stone Age?
Well, I mean, that was the
Oh.
year the internet was invented. So, you know.
That's true. Yes, it was.
The internet? Like, oh, wait, are you talking about the thing that like plugged into the computer? I don't know what Wi Fi is.
Yeah.
Is that different?
Whiffy, isn't it Whiffy? I
The
could've
the
sworn.
Wi-Fi's?
You know,
Wi-Fi.
funny enough, the Wi-Fi actually was invented before the internet.
Right?
Linda, very good question. No, I haven't heard from Mighty Meats. I do not know if he's made the flight yet.
So I
Oh.
have talked to Meat about that actually.
Okay. Okay.
I can't say the words because they would definitely get you banned. However,
okay.
this image kind of gives you an idea on what he said.
So,
Oh, Lord.
so am I to believe it's not going to happen?
It sounds like it's not going to happen.
He's going to Welsh on a bet. Wow.
He's
Mighty.
he's more
Planning
likely
for
to start
confirmation.
opening up an oven in this guy's house.
Okay.
Do I need to
All right.
like leave or something? Am I worried? Am I going to be implicated in something?
No,
no,
I
no.
hope not.
I said more likely. It's
Excuse me, I
greater than
have
zero
something
chance.
important.
He could be
It was-
making cookies. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
what other reasons you have to open an
Yeah,
oven?
why
Plausible
else would you open an
deniability.
oven? Come on, where's your mind at, Captain? Jeez.
Yeah, jeez. Elon was just dabbing, bro.
Totally just dabbing.
Well, especially when you watch the full like speech, you're like, oh,
My heart goes out to you all.
Yeah.
right, yeah, like,
Yeah.
You're literally watching. You're like, oh, that was it.
Oh, that's
Really?
it? Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
It's not.
yeah, it's like
it's
blink
Absolutely
and you'll
love
miss
that.
it.
Yeah.
On top of all that, that salute, they don't touch their chest prior to actually doing it. They just raise their arm.
And slam their heels together and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
I mean, I
stepping-
personally just thought he was saying to the moon or some shit.
That's what I
Right.
thought when I first saw it.
Both
'Cause he
of
is
those
Starband.
are equally, logical.
Yeah.
Wild's,
I keep waiting
Wild
for
is
him to-
quite right. She's that's right. Bets aren't going to be settled. Next time, don't make bets your mouth can't cash. And you've got it in one. You really got to be careful what bets you make about using your mouth if you're not willing to cash out. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Really, but it's going to be fun to razz the shit out of him for a good long while. Like from here on out, every now and again in a blue moon, we'll just go, oh yeah, Mighty, what about that bet you made?
So you get the
Yeah.
tonsil tussle
So,
down, or
Oh, was it UAP with the dentist jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, you had me cry laughing so hard.
Just need the
So
dentist
bad.
confirmation.
Oh
So,
man, it was so bad. I was repeating your joke to a friend later on that evening, and I was cry laughing again. It was so great. And then you brought it up the next day, and it just it just hit me a third time. That was, oh good lord, that was brilliant. Getting a dentist in to check to be sure it actually happened.
well, I mean, the hilarious thing is I was talking to one of my coworkers and she found out that the dentist can tell if someone had done that the day prior because there's bruising in the mouth area. And I was
Oh.
like, that is not true. And then
That's
I
got to
looked
be
it
one
up,
hell of
and I
a
was like,
dick suck.
you've
I'm
got to
sorry.
be kidding me.
well,
Yeah.
okay. Think about it like this: bruising can become from slamming into something, or like if you suck on your arm too long, you get that red spot on your arm, like the kids were
Yeah.
doing with the
Yeah.
stupid
Oh, so it's more like a hickey sort of bruising.
yeah, but on the inside of your mouth because
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes a lot more sense. I was thinking like the kind of bruise when you knock your knee in the corner or something. Thinking you're going to be sucking really, really hard if you're bruising your own
you
mouth.
know,
Like that.
Raises
That doesn't
his
sound like
skill.
it's pleasant. It just doesn't. That does not sound fun for me at all. Just
Sure. But I don't
I-
I don't I don't assume Mighty Meat's skills.
That's true too. That's true too. There is. I'm asking my clean.
SH, I'm asking at my cleaning in March. Is this
I love
with
that.
or without the ice locks you're wanting me to
Can
make
you really tell? Excuse me, dentist. Can you really tell what's going on?
I mean, I guess
Um,
there's a video short on YouTube with some
Oh wow.
chick
Oh wow.
embarrassed off her ass about it. So
Huh.
Jeez.
the
Yes, Jody, I
dentist-
did make the graphic.
just sitting in a corner
Okay,
saying,
so
"Yep,
far.
that's true."
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. SH, and if you had stupid money, you can buy a Pilates machine table to assist with the movements. Yeah, no,
Huh.
I just bought the DVD and I shared it with my girlfriend. We each paid half. It was awesome.
So how long do you guys think I could be in a room with 63 ppm of carbon monoxide in it?
You're the scientist.
Not sure, but
About
it's
15
science.
I'm thinking I can get to 7 hours and then I'll start maybe getting a little damaged.
What's a little
How long
brain
have you been
damage,
in that
right?
room?
I'm gonna open my hood a little, my
I do
fume
what,
hood a
just in
little
time.
wider. Yeah.
That might work. I don't know. Just a thought.
Man,
Suddenly
having
he's turning blue and just keeling over.
an industrial fume hood. Well, it's spiked up to 96 just now.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I did. I asked ChatGPT, and they said at 150, I'll have a headache after an hour and a half.
Well, that's not so bad, is it?
I mean, if you're sitting right on top of it.
See, with all the equipment here in my office, this is why I have an air conditioner that I have like ready to run at any moment's notice right there.
I have a full fume hood. I mix chemicals in there, and I don't smell them here.
I mean, I'm talking about just, keeping that's what I'm talking about, temperature control. I'm not talking about that.
Oh, see, I have a space heater going on here, and the heater in my apartment's somewhere else, and it still only gets to about 71 in here.
See, I have the exact opposite problem between the furnace, which we just got a new furnace like about a year or so ago, and I'm upstairs, so it works really well up here. And yeah, if I'm not careful with all the extra monitors down here, the TV up here, the computer down there, and all the other equipment that I'm running, I'm just like, it gets like really toasty in here really quick. So I have to, even when it's like cold as balls outside, I got to have the AC to balance it out.
It was -10 2 days ago in the morning, and I still have the fan running from my air conditioner because this room has like 6 or 7 PCs, all my 3D printers, and it is right next to the room that has a water heater.
Oh, you guys are just slowly baking yourselves.
Yeah.
Day by day.
Heck, I
I get that one real good. It's toasty in here.
Right.
I bake myself every day, but I use something a little different. It's a kind of different kind of a bake.
Yeah, I'd rather have that kind of bake, to be fully honest. I've never imbibed, but hey, at this point,
Man, I wish I could. I just die.
Oh, you're allergic, eh?
Oh, yeah, allergic, eh?
Oh.
Don't make fun of me and my Canadianisms.
Brian, I thought I was actually allergic to it as well. However, I found out I was only allergic to smoking it.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. I tried eating it, and I got massive diarrhea for 2 days. And hives. It was awful.
See, I went into the last time I smoked it, I went into anaphylactic shock. My throat closed up.
Oh wow!
But then
so did mine.
Yeah, but then my oldest son, he goes, "Try these gummies." I'm like, "All right," and I was like,
"Hi, Tammy."
Oh, this is nice.
See, and I'm the opposite because edibles don't do anything to me. They don't affect me at all.
Well, you're probably used to a much higher dosage.
No, they've never done anything for me. I remember when I was young and just started to smoke pot, edibles were a big thing, the cookies and brownies and shit, but it just never did anything for me. My friends thought it was a ripoff, so they wouldn't give me those ones anymore because there's no point in wasting it.
See, back in when I was a teenager, we didn't actually repurpose good plants for edibles because that was for smoking.
Yeah.
We used skunk weed.
Oh.
Really horrible stuff for like brownies because you could mask the taste.
Yeah.
That's the shit that like college students had all the time, and they would walk in stinking of awful weed, not even the good stuff, and I'd just look at them and be like, never walk back in here again smelling like that. B, if you're gonna spend your money on weed, at least buy something that's like $5 more expensive and not garbage.
Not shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I literally had some neighbors in college that did that, and I actually knocked on their door. I'm like, look, guys, I'm not going to call the RA. All I'm asking is, could you not do that here because the smell is wafting into my apartment, and holy God, I have run over skunks in the literal like country that smell not as bad as that. For the love of all things holy.
I was the RA, so I was like, I'm not gonna report you to the RA, as I am the RA. I'm not gonna.
I would have confiscated it, Brian.
I can't. I would have died. They tried. They were like,
no, I know, but if you confiscated it, you could sell it to someone else.
Exactly. Make some extra dough. Do like the cops do.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot that the cops do that. Oh man.
Someone was telling me recently there is I can't remember which city, but there's a city they're having to dispose of all their older confiscated drugs because the rats are back and eating
Yeah.
drugs again.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, I bet that's great. Hey, look,
Let's
man,
say
there's a
rats
pile
on
of coke in
Peruvian
the
marching
corner.
powder. Some rodents with some a little bit of the Peruvian marching powder. Oh yeah, there we
Just
go.
a little bit, yeah. Well, we've got the cocaine hippos that what's his face left behind.
Chapo,
That's his
yeah.
legacy. Yeah, that's his legacy. We've got cocaine sharks. We've got cocaine bears. Stanley Park had a huge infestation of wolves and coyotes who were addicted to drugs and attacking the tourists. There's the rats eating the store. It's ridiculous. We need to do something because that's a waste of a lot of good drugs.
You have the entire city of Alberta.
Y'all need Jesus.
Yeah, no, I know. I found him.
Look,
I got rid of.
I don't
was
imbibe.
Jesus?
I enjoy
I need-
the- I do
Jesus
enjoy
is next door. I live right next to Jesus.
Wait, Jesus is over there?
Wait,
Over
I
there?
don't see Kyle. Where's
Oh,
I don't
over
see
there.
Kyle anywhere in chat.
Kyle, are you over there? Oh, he's over there. Kyle. I'm having a lot of fun with the fact that Mighty had taught me how to snip out images of people.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like an AI will just remove the background, so that's why I was able to show and not anything else. It just kind of snipped around it.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Well, that's awesome.
Fun with tech.
Yeah, I'm used to doing all that manually through Photoshop, so that would be a useful skill to have. Like, go AI, do that for me.
Hey, you want the link? I'll send it to you, Kaiser, buddy.
Oh, please do, sir. Please do.
I'll send it to you.
That'll cut my thumbnail making time in half, which I don't take long to do thumbnails anyway, just because I've been doing graphic design for over a decade now.
Thought in the quarters.
Oh, that's a cartons, yes. Nice. And
Where
I'm
are
just
you?
gonna
There
take
he
that
is.
away.
Holy mother of! You
All
can't
right.
be doing this to me, Kaiser.
What did I do now?
I literally open up our DMs and the first thing I see is boobas.
Oh, that one thing I said. Yeah,
The
yeah,
one
that's funny.
time you ever send me, it's just sitting
Yeah.
there. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah,
shit.
that was funny. It was like,
I'm about to
was
pull
like-
a crack Kata and just.
yeah. I forget exactly what that picture said. There was something like it was like some question or something on there, and I was like, oh, I made some joke about that, and it was, yeah. Oh, come on, computer, hurry up! I was trying to actually pull it up so I could see it. Why does my computer have to be so fucking slow all of a sudden?
Well, I'll hop in quickly.
Oh
to
yeah,
what
there it
we're
is.
saying. Worst
yeah.
thing that happened to me when I first smoked was an anxiety attack, and I went to emergency room because I confused it for a heart attack. Then it continues. I was with a bunch of friends and my girl. I threw them all out and went to the emergency room. Good times. My little brother is he figures he's allergic to pot because he's the same way. He got super paranoid, like so paranoid. He had to like be in a tiny room all by himself and just hide from everything. So
OC, one of my good friends, he was a normal pot smoker, just a normal like, recreationally having fun. This was when he was like 12 or 13 because his brother's a piece of shit. But his brother gave him a bad.
be well, Jody. Have a great evening.
Yep, bye. Gave him a
Okay.
bad mix, and then he ended up having a massive, essentially a mental break in the middle of the front lawn.
With weed?
Yeah, he got like something laced with something.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, they were doing that just before I moved away from the coast. There were warnings because kids were buying pot, but someone had laced it with crystal meth. So
Right,
they just
and
powdered
that's-
it right down and sprinkled all the buds with it. It looks like it's crystals, right?
right, and that's
It's the
probably
wrong
what
kind of
happened.
crystal.
was
Yeah.
it was probably meth, and he basically ended up on his front lawn
Yeah.
and with massive traumatic PTSD from that situation.
Well, hey, man, at least it wasn't bath salts. He didn't eat anybody's face.
There
Right,
you go.
It
Well, and
wasn't,
the
it wasn't
one
beyond
guy,
meat either.
the one guy who ate a face, he wasn't even on bath salts. He had an actual mental break. The one dude in Florida,
The Beyond
he
Meat
killed
guy.
the couple in the
Oh, no, not that
Beyond
guy.
Meat guy. No, not that
Yeah.
one.
No,
Can't
you know, that guy
say
ate a
the one
nose.
guy in Florida.
Well,
Florida man.
Yeah,
Too many
which
of them.
Florida man? Well, the one who ate the face. No, which one? Well, the
Yeah.
one.
The one
That's
that
what I mean.
ate
Wait,
the
you have
face.
more than
many of
one of them?
One that ate the face. We're talking Dahmer.
No, that was the bicep because he actually enjoyed the muscle.
Yeah,
Oh,
say
okay.
he enjoyed a different kind of head, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was the dude who decided to. He saw someone get hit by a train, so he walked over, picked up the person's leg, and walked away eating it.
That was New York, I thought.
I think, yeah, I think that was New York.
And
I
that guy
don't
was
know.
an illegal
Well, I
immigrant
mean,
too.
I just remember those
Hmm.
facts. I don't remember where.
I mean, you gotta applaud the guy for recycling. Let's put it that way.
Well,
I
when
mean,
you're
it's not
hungry,
his
you're
fault.
hungry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good meat on the thigh, right?
I mean, if you want to just try it once and don't go for the brain, I guess finding a dead body is the best way to go about it.
Just long pork, as they say in Archer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Long pork.
God, I
Yep.
mean, there's one CNN anchor who's gonna be a cannibal, or he is a cannibal because he ate brain.
Hi, Mr.
Yeah,
Q.
that guy. Yeah.
I was
Yeah, but
thinking
that
it's a
won't hurt
waste of
you.
good bud, but I come
Yeah.
from BC. We're all about the bud here, so
I'm from Chicago. We're all about the bullets. What?
there you go.
Different kind.
We've got pot, you've got bullets,
We both get
tomato,
injected with
tomato.
things,
Hey, I'm from the Hoosier State. We like our bullets too. We just don't shoot each other with them.
Well, yeah, you don't get lead injections on a.
I was going to
illegally.
say, you can go walk through my town any given time, and you're going to find like 2 dozen people just downtown, just open carrying. Nobody cares. We don't shoot
Yep.
each other.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
That's kind of the key, though, isn't it? Open carry and people. There are less. There's less gun violence there because you never know who's also going to be armed. It's
Yep.
when you
Well,
get to these
yeah.
cities where you cannot be armed that you get into trouble.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean,
it's
hell,
not
my-
really carry
yeah.
concealed.
my
My-
brother's
my-
actually a licensed dealer and a CNR collector. So he buys stuff. He can actually buy firearms, like actual guns, online and have them shipped directly to his house because he's a licensed dealer. And it's mainly just for his own private collection, but it's like everything that it's all like old, like antiques and stuff. But
Yeah, carry on relic.
CNR.
What were you going to say, Captain?
Oh, I was just going to say, our former sheriff is a good buddy of mine, and he used to say this one thing. He says, for every one person you see open carrying in this community, there's a dozen that are concealed carrying, because he would hand out concealed carry permits like they were nothing.
Yeah, and it's a safer
You just-
community. Wild is saying that right there. An armed society is a polite society, and that's exactly it. If schools weren't gun-free zones, there'd be an awful lot less people with the balls to go and try and shoot one up.
I mean,
Yep.
other than a few stories in a few towns in the Old West had a bad reputation because everybody thought it was wild. And it really
it's called the
wasn't,
Wild
because
West. It's a misnomer.
It was the frontier.
you didn't mouth off to people because they would just up and just take you down.
Yeah.
So you were polite.
Yep.
Lady Autumn Sky, I'm good. I got Chipotle. It's fine.
Ooh, Chipotle. What you get?
Yeah, lady, I don't know if you guys, Brian, you weren't really a regular in Vice's chat, were you?
I was in Vice's chat all the time,
Oh, were
actually.
you? Oh,
Yeah.
you were another one of
He
us.
just never
Okay.
talks.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
just
I was
alert.
always at work because and then I would listen, and then yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It was I was the one who had the toilet ghost and the tickling the paint joke. That was my joke.
Right. Okay. I remember now.
And then Maritime Mondays, I would be there pretty much every single one.
Yeah.
I never made
I miss
Maritime
Mondays.
Mondays.
Speaking of maritime subjects, so there was the Italians actually just there's a new video out there of their latest nuclear sub just launched. Here, check this out.
Bibbidi bobbidi boobidi bobbidi beebidi the Italians.
Yeah, cosa?
Trust me,
There
it's
it is,
funny.
there it is.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
It's a nuclear sub.
It's an Italian sub.
Nice.
It's a nuclear sub.
How did I-
Look at that.
The modeler that did that is amazing.
That's hilarious.
I've been sitting on that for like the last half an hour waiting for the right moment to just like slip
That's
that in.
awesome.
Because that's what I
That's
do.
it.
I wait
Yeah.
for my moment and I slip it in.
Man, that's like me, but it's usually as soon as I'm giving consent.
I can't even claim to do anything that cool. I mean,
You're too. Are you saying you're too cool for consent?
no. Building an Italian sub. Jesus.
Jesus.
The following has been closed captioned for the reality impaired.
Jesus.
Hiya, JKD Buck. How you doing? And he's saying, yeah, Brian was there. Lorax spoiled all of us. He was one in a trillion. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure.
That's a conservative estimate.
And then we've got some smart Alex in the chat. I started so that I could go back. SH started it all with that's the waste of meth. But then as the chat grew on, Mr. Q comes in and goes, wait, meth is bad?
Only for your
and
teeth.
SH comes in, oh, Mr. Q, no, that's a myth propagated by Big Ritalin. It's fine for you.
Jesus Christ.
So I thought
Wait. We could actually market this stuff? You know, of course, the Germans in the 40s. Yeah, we called it Pervitin. It was perfectly fine. You know, we only had to put it in chocolate bars and do some. You know, we just kept our troops going 24/7 on it. You know, it's a thing. But
Man.
then, you know, Geneva got involved and, well, over the shit.
Well, that was our fault. My bad. Our
Stereo
bad.
isomers be crazy.
Yeah, thanks, Canada.
Sorry about that. We went a little bit wild. Our bad.
What are you doing?
Yep, Vermin Supreme. Yeah, I know him.
Oh, is that? Okay, I've heard of him, but I've never seen him before.
Yeah, the guy, he ran for president a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He ran for like at least 4 elections straight.
Yeah, he's been running for a while. I think it was Mighty that filled me in on him.
Yeah, Vermin Supreme. Yeah. I'm still a fan of Jimmy McMillan, though. You know, the rent is too damn high. Yeah, literally his whole
I don't know.
shtick was like, the rent is too damn high party.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm actually, you know, wondering where in the world, you know, Trudeau actually grew a pair. You know,
What makes you think he grew a pair?
He didn't grow a pair. He just pulled
the way he's been
his
talking the
first.
last couple of days.
Oh no, he pulled them
he's
off the
talking.
child.
He's
You
a
know?
petulant child, and he's throwing a temper
his
tantrum.
balls. He found them off a child. Like he just
Oh.
grabbed them.
Okay. I totally misheard that combo.
I mean, I didn't specify how
Wow.
big, so he's probably right.
Oh man.
Oh, you don't want any more? Or you don't want them anymore?
JK.
Fine, I'll take them.
Oh shoot. I forgot to put the tin in the garbage, and there's a certain cat licking an empty can right now. It's ridiculously noisy. There you go.
You know we didn't hear the
Sorry
cat
about
licking
that.
anything.
I know you couldn't, but I could hear it, and it was driving me batty. All right. So what do we got here? Oh, hello, Cynthia. You just got home. Good. How's it going? You holding up? JK Debug. It was a spicy Italian sub. Yeah.
It was a very spicy Italian sub.
Where's that clip? It's from Family Guy.
Oh yeah, the
Papa
Imo
Boopy?
Koivunen.
We did
I love that.
we burned down your White House. So there, JK. We're sorry.
We're
Sorry. Eh? Sorry.
I mean, if you did it with Joe in it, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, well, it was a long
It's
time
fine a
ago.
little bit.
Even he wasn't around back then.
Are you
I don't know
sure?
about that.
Well, I'm kind of sure.
Let's see if I can get it to work.
Mr. Q is saying, did anyone hear about the Russian army attacking Ukraine on motorcycles? The video is crazy if you got a VPN, and some of it's not safe for YouTube, but it's just weird. No,
Motorcycles.
I have not heard or seen anything about that.
You mean like in
Sounds-
World War II?
Attacking Ukraine on motorcycles is all he says. The video is crazy.
I was gonna say I wouldn't worry about Russians on motorcycles. I'd be more worried about the French riding, the Vespa 150 tap into battle. It's like, so yeah, little history lesson on that there. I say post World War II, the French were like, yeah, we kind of got steamrolled during that war, so we kind of need to go ahead and up our game with our military and find ways to get rid of tanks quick in case Russia starts feeling froggy. So what they did was they went to the brand newly formed Vespa Motor Company, which was a Italian scooter company, for dreamy little cruises along the Amalfi Coast and whatnot. And they said, hey, we need you guys to go ahead and come up with a brand new vehicle for our military. It's got to be a little tiny scooter, and we need it to pack some firepower. And they said, okay, we got a great idea. You guys got a bunch of those old 75 millimeter recoilless rifles left over from the Americans, right? Yeah. Well, how about we take one of those, we strap it to the the scooter. Now, here's the crazy part about that. So you had, for these recoilless rifles to work, now they had to actually build these things, and they had to build them in such a way that they could carry it. A 75 millimeter recoilless rifle is not small. And you're talking about strapping it to a scooter that weighs less than 200 pounds. Yeah. And then it has to be crewed by a minimum of 2 operators. Now, here's the craziest part about this thing. You had to technically detach the gun from the scooter to fire it, but it was made in such a way you didn't actually have to. So you could have literally been driving around in a giant ass tank and literally got clapped by some guy riding bitch seat on a boom scooter. So
yeah, I just shared it.
That's awesome.
That's the 150 tap.
Yeah, I mean the Germans lost to a couple horses, Frenchmen on horses.
He's literally straddling that thing. Holy shit.
You
Hilarious.
literally could have gotten clapped by a Frenchman riding bitch on a scooter.
Imagine an extra hot round.
Yeah, and that was the thing. They were actually supposed to carry heat rounds, high explosive anti-tank.
Holy hell.
Buy nuts.
I need that in my life.
I know, right?
That's so bad.
Wow.
I hate
just
everything.
I just want to ride downtown with that, going, all right, who's going to get the hell out of my way?
Meep, meep.
On the sidewalk of all things.
I want to ride one of those during a parade and just like throw candy in there and then launch candy out of it.
Well, I mean, you don't even have to do that because they did actually make a flechette round for that. So, 60,000 nails.
No.
Yeah, except in this case, it's going to be like, throw some Pez in there instead.
That'll be just as dangerous.
Be right back. I got to go take care of something real quick.
Fuck yeah.
You poke your eye out with that.
Oh, WW2, there were some extraordinarily weird vehicles made.
Just look at all of
Yes.
Germany, frankly.
Look at all of Canada.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Canada had armor-mounted horses, for God's sakes.
We may have, yeah. We like to experiment. We like to try things out. You never know what's going to work. You throw it all at the wall, see what happens, right?
The disabled Abrams tank? Yeah. Okay. We're going to take
All right.
and put it on the horse.
Okay, so I've got.
So
Oh,
the
no, I
U.S.
forgot to do
Marines had a manual in the 1940s on strapping rockets to a horse.
Yes. Yep.
I cannot find it right now, but it's not giving me the good image. It's giving me a crappy image.
Is it really like the worst idea in the world, though? I mean,
It's pretty bad because horses are horses. So
you weigh them down with enough, armor. They're not going to be able to run off when you set it off, anyways. So, really,
you scare a horse, you're gonna launch the next two into your team. So,
this is from JKD Buck. Justin Trudeau eats Snickers upside down, so the veiny texture is on his tongue. You're not wrong, buddy.
Oh,
You're not wrong.
So speaking of that,
like
Vespa 150 tap, you can buy them still.
oh hell yeah!
Really?
And they go from anywhere between 25, 27K and 50K.
The question is, other than a museum piece, why would you?
Dragon Man.
Because it's legal.
Dragon Man.
Wait.
He's got everything because he can.
Yeah, you can.
I
own
mean,
them.
he actually does have some in the museum.
Oh, does he have some of those?
Yeah, I've actually been to Dragon Man's a couple.
Oh,
times.
that's one of the things I would really like to do if I could. I realized where he is, and I'm going to be in that state. So,
Well,
Let's
you
see.
might want to hurry because based on Colorado's some of the new laws being proposed in Colorado, his place actually may be illegal soon.
what?
Yeah, well, whatever the HB, whatever the heck it is, it's going to outlaw almost everything he owns.
The
Including
HP
military, including all full auto military relics, regardless of his federal permits.
Anything with a detachable magazine.
What?
So a hunting rifle from 1952 becomes illegal because it has a 5-shot magazine.
Holy shit.
Yeah, a
But
bolt
he's got
action.
one of the best
Yep.
museums, like, full stop.
Yeah,
Sounds like
it's
Trump
the
needs to get
largest.
on that.
It's the
Yeah.
largest private military museum in the country.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's a state's issue, which is what most of these should be, but it's the Second Amendment. You can't get rid of it. Sorry, Colorado and Maryland and all of them.
Well,
See,
the funny part is a
constitutional
bunch of
problems
these
are not
bills.
state. No,
They like
ahead,
to
Ryan.
circumvent
No,
the
no, I
rules,
was-
right?
I was gonna say, like, states can't trump the Constitution, so
No, they
Well, they
can't.
can't.
they can get
But
banned.
they can do it temporarily until the Supreme Court smacks them down.
Yeah.
Colorado's mag ban still hasn't been repealed, even though the Supreme Court forced them to repeal it in California.
Yep.
So if they catch you in California, they'll still take it away, but you can fight it and get it back. But you have to go all the way through to the Supreme or to the
Yeah, pretty
federal
much.
courts.
If,
You gotta
and that's
fight
even
the
if they
whole way.
choose to take it, because the Supreme Court's been being cucks and haven't taken anything.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Ironically, the liberal base, keeps complaining that it's too much of a conservative Supreme Court. Yet
I know, eh?
there are certain judges that have sided against the Second Amendment that were put in by Trump last time.
Mm-hmm. I've
Yeah.
noticed that too. It's just another area where he didn't know his people as well as he should have that first term.
It is what it is. Eventually, they will wake up.
Well, he's
Yeah.
got a chance to get rid of 3 of them. So, again, At least one of them's going to go out the door because their diabetes is going to kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I don't wish that kind of
No,
unaliving on
diabetes is a
anybody.
horrible way to go
Yeah.
out.
You know what? I think Trump should pack the courts.
You get on camera and say that, you smart ass.
I
Okay,
will get on
fine.
camera and say it.
I'd agree, but
How
Trump-
many people with the last name that are lawyers of Trump can we get on the Supreme Court?
exactly.
Trump should pack the courts. All right, there you go.
But
With
he's
everybody
not
with the
yet.
last name of Trump.
Yeah, all 100%.
That would the entire country would implode on one side of the aisle.
I would serve.
I'm
would serve
seriously
on
saying that-
the Supreme Court. No, hands
Not the
down,
worst
and I'd be
thing?
the best one they've ever had. You know,
I'm seriously saying by 2032, we will have a Trump dynasty.
Ugh.
Yeah, I made the
'Cause we-
joke the other
Wow.
day. They're gonna pass an amendment to allow Barron to run for president at 26.
I thought that was just a joke. I
It is
thought
a
that
joke.
was just. Oh,
It is
okay.
a joke.
well, let's do it
But
anyway.
he was talking about his daughter-in-law on Fox News, 6 months ago?
You're
Oh, is
right.
it?
I forget her name. Laura, it's
Uh,
not Laura. It's the other one.
It's the other one, the one that's pregnant right now.
Yeah.
There's too many
Yeah.
Trumps for me to remember all of them.
There's not that many.
I could be a fucking
There's
Trump.
3
There's so
boys and a
many.
girl, right?
For just Donald's,
Yeah, Donald's kids. He's got 3 boys and a girl, doesn't he?
and then he's got 3 daughters.
Oh,
3
really?
daughters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got 2 older. His first 2 children are female.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, okay.
Also,
Interesting.
if I
then
pack
it's
the
then
courts,
it's
you know
Don
what?
Jr., then Eric, then the other one, and then Ivanka, or the
Okay.
Ivanka, and then Barron or whatever the heck it
I
is.
can't remember
Right.
what the other daughter's name is for the life of me.
See,
Neither
I thought
can
they were
I.
just married to sons.
Well,
That-
that's a
so
legal
that pregnant
daughter.
one is actually a Trump by birth, not by marriage.
Tiffany, that's
Tiffany,
right.
that's it.
Okay. So she's an actual Trump, not just a married into Trump.
No, she's an actual Trump.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought she.
his first child was female.
Oh, I really don't know all that much about him. At least about his private life.
I'm sure
I
you
just-
know all about them there royals there, though.
Oh, I do. I do, and
How
I
do you
do
like-
not recognize Charles as the king.
I
Not
was
the
going to
king
say,
of
how do you
Canada,
like that
not the
Charles
king
boy?
of England. He's not the king of the garbage in my trash can. In my opinion, I don't recognize him.
Thank you, guys. I'm Kaiser. I come in here and I just kick over the trash can every time. Open that can of worms every time I talk.
Yeah, well, my own government doesn't like me. I figure I can be open and honest about my feelings on the royal family. The Queen
That's
was
all right.
the
We don't
last
like your
one
government
I-
either.
Yeah, no one does. No one does.
Although I do love watching your guys' leaders fight, because they
I
actually get into
love
fist
them.
fights.
Ours?
Yes,
Did that
maybe
happen
not in
recently?
chambers, but no, I mean I haven't seen it recently, but a couple
Oh,
years
okay.
ago,
I'm like, did I miss something? I'm pretty on top.
there was an argument. There was
politics right now.
they came out of chambers. Oh God, what was it? This is like 3 or 4 years ago. They came out of chambers and they were still arguing over something, and there was a bunch of fists being thrown. I'm like, yes, it's hockey.
Well, you know.
I will admit, though,
Um,
I do like watching Parliament because it's kind of like Congress with a 2-drink minimum.
Yeah. Yep.
It's fun, but especially you should see when they're
They're just mean drunks.
yeah, but they're also so uppity about your language. It's really ridiculous. You can't say certain words that seem like the sort of things that children would say to one another. They're really uppity about that sort of thing. You can't call someone a liar out and out, I don't think.
That's a decorum thing.
Fist fight. See, now I'm looking this up because that sounds like something that I would like to know happened. Okay, here we go. Oh, no way. Oh, it was Jagmeet Singh and PP? Oh, that's awesome. How did I not hear about this? I hate Jagmeet Singh. He is a terrorist in his own country. He's originally from India. He's a terrorist in his own country. He's the reason we've got one of the largest gangs from India taking over the liberal provinces of my country. They had a tenth. Oh, wait, what? No? Oh, okay.
Digger thinks that, Canada's special because of
wanna
that. I mean,
actually
we have
see-
Elon Omar, so.
Elon Omar is just, yeah. She's a whole nother can of worms. Oh, see, no, this one isn't it either because they didn't actually throw. They're talking about verbal jousting.
Speaking of weak American women like Ilhan Omar, do you guys see that Kamala?
She's not an American woman. Don't insult American women.
Kamala Harris may be divorcing her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Apparently she blames him for it.
Shocking.
He's been cheating on her for as long as she's been cheating on him.
I mean, to be fair, if you were married to her, you would probably cheat too.
Yes, very true.
She
Very
cares
true.
more about the bottom of her wine bottle than she cares about him. So
That's true.
talk about two drink minimum in Parliament. Just watch any Kamala Harris interview and or speech.
Right.
I mean, that girl has been 3 sheets to the wind ever since she lost. Well, before then too, but
She was, yeah, I was going to say it's not a since she lost. She's always been that way.
and ironically enough, Obama is probably getting divorced from Michelle.
Big
No,
Mike,
you're
I
right.
know. Now that's news. I thought they'd be together forever.
No, and I'm glad that they're leaving because that means that those kids can go back to their real families.
I don't know. Big Mike may or may not have cut off his wang for Obama.
It's
that's
not
awful.
cut off.
It's not cut
Trust
off.
me, if you've seen some of the interview videos, it's like, what is that?
I've
No,
seen,
the dance
not
video.
I've
around
seen
there.
the photos. I've seen
The dance video in the white slacks just proves everything.
Oh.
Or don't lie to us. We know you've gone on tirades saying how you believe that she's carrying.
Yeah.
Definitely rocking
She's
a balloon
carrying all
pony
right.
in there.
SH, you're right. Ilhan Omar doesn't even think of U.S. as her home. She gave a really rousing speech to a bunch of people about how she was in the U.S. Senate, the U.S. government, in order to stand for her country, her home country. It was a whole big rousing speech.
She's familiar with giving rousing speeches to her brother too, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, her brother husband?
Well, yes, the brother husband.
You said rousing. I'm thinking arousing.
Yeah, that's the joke, Brian. Thank you. Catch up.
I can't catch up. I'm muscular.
Low on the uptake there.
D what's saying Big Mike wasn't in the inauguration, the humiliation. Yeah, I was
Nor Carter's funeral.
Wasn't what's her face? Jennifer Aniston cheating on
Oh, that's what I heard. Jennifer Aniston and Barack Obama are like an item in secret.
Aww.
Oh,
I
horrible.
wanted Jennifer Aniston to myself.
I'm still waiting for her and Brad to get back together. Gosh darn it.
Oh,
that's
dang.
never gonna happen.
Nah.
No, I know. Angelina Jolie, she ruined Brad Pitt. She just stomped on that man and ate his soul up and spat him back out.
The more than eat his soul.
And then she sold half of the vineyard they shared to the mafia so that he had to deal with the mafia.
Is it the same mafia as like the maple syrup mafia or no?
No, the different mafia.
Different mafia.
Different. Yeah. Yeah.
The Italian mafia.
The wine mom mafia.
Yes, the wine mom mafia. JK saying, indeed, I did have relations with Miss Lewinsky, but it was a private matter. Besides, eating ain't cheating. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah,
under
leave
the
it to
table
Bill to
like
find the
every-
one Jewish girl who couldn't actually find a good dry cleaner.
I know, right?
Incompetency, I swear.
Yes. Yes, I caught that. At first, I could not understand why she was dressed the way she was dressed. I just didn't get it. It was awful. It was ugly.
Kind of looked
She
like the
couldn't even-
Hamburglar.
Yeah, well, she couldn't even kiss her husband. Like they couldn't even do the fakey Beverly Hills air kiss. It was so awkward. But then I saw that meme, and it was
She's a mysterious stranger.
sense. Everything made sense.
Well, you know what was funny about that is there was a bunch of and God, don't even ask how the rabbit hole I got down trying to figure this one out. But I found a bunch of articles that were written about her, and apparently she has had an affinity towards 1920s fashion recently.
Interesting.
Classic.
So apparently that's what brought that whole thing on is she, high class 1920s fashion.
You know,
like
I'm okay with that because I mean we need
Yeah.
some class.
We do.
There it is. I'm trying to find that. There it is.
I mean,
We've
it
had
makes
the evil
sense too. She's a model, so
Yeah, I mean, we've had the evil stepmom from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills running the country, so
Why not? Yeah. I was so angry. The only thing I'd ever heard of her that made me care at all in one way or another was that she had torn out the rose garden. Turns out she didn't tear it apart like they made it sound. She just rearranged it. She had plants moved and stuff, but she didn't actually kill off all those wonderful old rose bushes. Here. Oh, I closed it.
I think there's some like federal regulation preventing that.
There we go. Well, I think so too. There's the one. I scroll up. There we go. Once I saw that photo, I'm like, oh, okay then. Oh, that makes all the sense in the world.
I mean, think about that.
Right.
That looks strictly 1920, 1930s high class fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
Credit
yeah,
where
Especially if you were married, or dating Al Capone.
yeah. No, I suddenly the whole thing made a lot more sense to me.
I'd take
when I
a
saw that.
codename V as the first lady. Right
Oh,
now.
is that
yeah.
your code name now? That would be awesome.
I'm a bit of a fan of this one. This is pretty good.
I gotta scroll down. There we go. Oh, nice.
Gotta love AI.
I love it. That's a good one.
I mean, it could be true.
Hi,
you
Island.
know?
How you doing?
Island. What's
Big
up?
Don likes them cheeseburgers.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm quite impressed. I didn't realize he was not a drinker. I didn't realize he was someone who abstained. Robble is what JKD Bucks says.
No, he's never drank.
I didn't realize that until just the last year or two. I learned that fact. Pretty interesting.
No, what was funny is my oldest son was like, blah, 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 he's going to be older than Biden when he leaves office, yada, yada. I said, look at the health difference and the cognitive ability difference.
I mean, Trump doesn't go and say Trunin on a Shabbat pressure, Babbitt care.
But I mean, look how much he looks like he's lost about 50 pounds.
Right.
Yeah, he's lost some weight. He's sharper than he has ever been.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That interview he did while he was, doing all those executive orders, all those answers right off the cuff. I'm like, this dude's ready for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Biden was already taking a nap on the way home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, after he got his diaper changed.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was too busy shitting himself in front of the Pope.
Yeah.
True that.
And the Duchess of whatever the hell over in England.
Oh.
He
it's
probably
sad
called her
because-
Princess Di, but unfortunately, we know that one's not true.
No, not that one. The other one. Not Bowles, but the actual, what is it? The 19th cousin.
Yeah,
Some whatever.
I was just
There's too
referring.
many
I was
of
just
them.
referring to Biden's ability to think.
Well, that
Because
too.
he thinks his sister's
that's
his wife,
all.
and his wife's his sister. So
Oh, is that the blonde lady he was sniffing in that picture the other day? Jill was behind him and he was like all in and
Mhm.
sniffing hard. Okay. I had no idea who the blonde woman was, but
And did you see
Biden.
during the inauguration ceremony, he was trying to get a last minute sniff in on a kid?
oh, I missed
No,
that
it didn't.
bit. No.
Oh,
Did you
Lord.
notice him giving Trump the finger? The old
Oh, yeah.
scratching the nose finger? Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
I mean,
I
there's a
don't know.
lot of bad blood there, but I think it was hilarious because, he left him such a nice note.
Did he ever tell us what it said in there?
He said he's going to. He's going to actually.
Okay, but he
release what it
hasn't said
says.
anything as yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping, traveling with him. That's we traveled 17,000 miles when I was vice president. I don't know that for a fact.
Totally fine, guys. He's all there. Don't worry. It's all good.
Yeah, no worries.
I just want to know what drugs and how much of it did they pump this guy up just to actually stand up straight?
SH is making a great point. She's never seen Trump have to be wrangled by the Easter Bunny, not like Biden. that was particularly sad.
Right.
Don't you slander Dr. Jill Biden. I mean, she's not a doctor, but she's got a doctorate, but she wants you to call her a doctor, but doesn't make her a doctor, but she wants you to say doctor, whatever.
It's an honorary doctorate in
right.
teaching, I think.
Yeah.
English.
Well, she's a doctor of education, but
educating people on how to cut off their willies.
I wouldn't really call her style of education.
In 4 years, when I receive my doctorate, I'm not going to have anybody call me doctor because I'm not a doctor.
Oh, I hate people with PhDs.
I'm also not a pretentious dick.
Blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, Stingy, you were talking about that earlier. Harris is blaming her loss on the hubby. Yeah. I don't know. She always she seemed to me to be closer to she seemed to be closer to her stepdaughter than she did to her husband. Or at least they seem to enjoy each other's company more.
Wait, that's a stepdaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kamala doesn't have any kids herself.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen a picture of that?
Yeah,
Apparently
it's a girl. It's a girl. I don't know. It's a girl, they say.
In about 15 minutes.
Girl in quotation marks.
Oh, Island. Oh, coming in with the heat. Biden thinks his wife was killed by a drunk driver and his son died in Iraq. Neither is true.
And his uncle got eaten by cannibals.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, does Biden remember that he married the babysitter?
I don't even know.
As much as Trudeau remembers that he married his teacher.
He didn't marry his teacher.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Trudeau's teacher or Trudeau's wife was a middle school teacher he had.
Sophie was?
Yeah.
Isn't she
I didn't think she was old enough to do that.
She's real old.
Wild. I did not know that. That's another.
Jill Biden.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
like this.
Jill Biden was the babysitter for the family.
Oh, that was Macron? Oh, I don't know the difference.
Oh,
between
yeah.
those
Okay.
idiots.
Okay. I was like,
They look the same. They speak the same.
Because
They're
I
both
know they're
equally
secret
corrupt.
lovers. I think they're secret lovers. But yeah, no, okay, that makes a lot more sense because I was gonna say I know Macron married his I thought she was his nanny or something because he was a rich kid. But
wait,
teacher,
are we sure that was a
nanny.
woman? Because I thought there was rumors that it was a guy in drag.
What, Macron's wife?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She looks like a pretty. I don't know. I'd say she's a battle axe. I'd say she's really female. She was supposed to.
I don't know.
I
don't pay that much attention to the French, so.
I had no. She
You
was
live
the
long.
beard.
I mean, they don't even make good fries.
Who allowed them to take take the kudos for French fries? Like why did we allow them to do that?
Why do we call them American fries?
Yeah,
Because it's a style of cut.
or chips or something.
Well, that's why we have potato straws and shit.
Yeah, Julian.
Okay. Oh, so it's okay. I did not know that.
Is
Yeah,
a
it's
potato
not,
style
it's
of
not
fry,
because
not a-
it's from
Okay.
France. It's from Belgium. It's just a style of cut.
Interesting.
And of course,
Well,
the
I-
English had to go screw it up and call chips,
Chips.
fries, fries,
Yeah.
chip. Yeah, the English
I
had to screw
propose-
everything up.
Yes.
I propose that we rename it to the American fry instead of the French fry.
No. I propose we name it the Musk fry.
The Musk fry.
Yeah.
Just call it X, the fry.
Right. Formerly known
It'll
as.
fit in the umbrella group, right?
Sadly, waffle fries are superior in every way. So
Well, I don't know. I love me
Why
some
would you say
wedgies with
sad?
the skin still on.
why?
Skin on's good, but why would you say waffle fries are sadly superior? Because they are superior.
Yeah, what's sad about
Oh, did I say sadly? I meant vastly.
that? Oh, that makes more sense. See what's saying? I don't know anything about Castro Jr. other than that Justin is Castro's son. That's all you need to know.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. The little brother or the brother that died in my province, his body just disappeared. The rumor, if you want to throw your tinfoil hats on for a moment, is he was the offer in the ritual so that Trudeau could step forward and take his place in the secret societies running this world. So just throwing it out there. I don't necessarily
Wondering
believe it,
how
but
many
it's fun.
characters Brian's going to fit on the screen.
I'm working on it. I'm finding more that I can put on there. I have Elon Musk like doing the lip biting thing to Melania Trump, while Fearin holds the Bible in shock and awe. Oh, I know who to add next. Hold on.
It'll just be like a whole pile of stuffed animals.
Be
Be like find a Pomeranian.
Needs more waifu.
Oh, Lady Autumn, I like that. You mean freedom fries?
Yep.
There you go. I like that. Sorry, I'm just catching up in chat.
In
here.
all honesty, they should just call it imperial measurement fries. Just piss everybody off. And then we can cut them in 16ths and 64ths and
This is just it's so confusing. You start talking about 16th and 12th, and it's too much.
Right.
My brain shuts
You
off.
know-
I'm like, okay, so what are we doing?
So I have a 32-ounce
Anything
coffee here. Huh?
okay.
Hey, we
that-
deal with ounces for our coffee, but we buy our gas in liters, not gallons.
Yeah, so it's 3.875 liters per
Yeah, the
gallon.
Oh
the
yeah,
only
no
reason
big deal.
you guys buy it in liters is so the government can charge more.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You guys rose up and fought them against it. You'd say we want gallons and we want to measure in imperial units like the U.S. Because when we take you over, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I still have faith. I don't think you guys are gonna have to take us over.
We could.
I think
you're
we're
gonna
gonna bring. Sorry, we're gonna bring PP in. He's gonna take over. Everyone's gonna think he's the new Trump, and he's gonna, fix Canada. But he's not. He's just gonna continue to sell us out to the UN. And I'm hoping at that point, we can maybe get someone in who's at least somewhat interested in making Canada about Canada. So I don't have high hopes. It is.
I mean, we'll be happy to take you as a 51st state. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that though. I mean, I really appreciate the offer, and it's very kind of y'all. But I think we're going to just stick to being Canada. I think that would be best.
Since
Don't
Quebec,
push it because we're polite right up until the minute we're not.
I mean, we might have to beat up all the French Canadians just
Well, you can
because.
do that.
I mean, just because Quebec has always wanted to be just Quebec, they don't want to be a part of Canada. We can just make them Canada, and we'll take everybody else.
No. See, you've got that backwards. You can take them, and everyone else just stays Canada.
No,
We'll take Vancouver Island then.
there's a French
'Cause it's
Canadian
close enough to
couple.
Canada.
Island.
It's
That
just the island.
No way. I looked at a map recently. I see how you guys worked it with Alaska. That's pretty sneaky.
Just
Tell you
saying.
what, they
That
should
was
be
just a
ours
couple
too.
$1 million deal with Russia. No big deal.
Had nothing to do with Canada.
Drinking milk from bags is not a strange thing. You are strange if you have never drank a milk from bags. I'm just
I mean, look,
don't
I
know what
enjoy
you're
some nice
missing.
milk bags, but not the same kind.
And not yeah, no,
those
that's a
are-
different kind of thing.
Those aren't the plastic milk bags.
Real Americans aren't from California. We don't appreciate plastic.
Right?
Very true.
It's such a lie. Most
This
of your
new
people are
diet-
made up of at least 50% plastic
At
in
this point,
California.
with this new diet, I have to find all the non-chemical meals and stuff, ways that they store
Mm.
food and everything, and
Mm.
it is very expensive.
I bet.
Plastic is so cheap.
Just do what I do. Just do what I've done. Just buy cheap steaks and rice.
Yeah, I would do that, but I have to have grass-fed and finished. I can't have any corn in it or anything like that. So,
Mm.
because for whatever
Even
reason, my
grass-fed
immune
beef-
system kills me if I eat food
Oh,
like
that
that.
sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks. See, even out here, in Colorado, we have with so much corn out here that even the grass-fed beef end up getting fed corn on accident because it just blows into the neighboring fields.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do that on purpose. That way, they mix together and then they won't.
No, it's legit. It'll literally grow from
Yeah.
field to field because
Yeah.
the seeds just flow. It's
Yeah.
not on purpose. It's just we got one guy who gets so mad when his the neighbor farmer does harvest because things will just fly, and I'm like, how can you get mad? It's the wind. Put a wind
It's
block up or
the
something.
wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it.
Jesus.
He's trying to grow heritage, actual non-GMO fruits.
Yeah,
and
black
veg, and-
Angus beef. He's
Yeah, and it's
Which
yeah,
is better
it's
than
not-
Wagyu. Yes, I said it.
Never had Wagyu.
It's overpriced.
I thought I was buying
taste good,
Wagyu
but it's
steaks
way
once, and it
overpriced.
turns out it was just ground beef. And
Overpriced,
Now,
overrated.
same.
If you can find Australian Wagyu, it's actually significantly cheaper, but it's still expensive. Yeah.
Oh, they have that. They finally brought that into our grocery store here, and it's
Mhm.
like, round
Not worth
steak
$18 per pound.
is $4.
Right.
Australian Wagyu
Well,
round
well,
steak is
see ya.
$11.
So yeah,
I'll have a
and
T-bone, thanks.
it's one of those things. It's good to try it at least once, but yeah, it's definitely far overpriced than what it probably should be.
Mm.
I mean, just because of all the stuff that they have to freaking do to it, like
Yeah.
with, the cows, because they apparently like massage the cows, they feed the cows like beer and like all kinds of crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
it's wild
Rice
what they go
wine.
through to raise those.
Yeah.
Other things.
The intermuscular fat is really amazing on Wagyu, but
Yeah, it's not the, what is it? It's the unsaturated type and the
Mhm.
saturated type in one cut. So it basically butters itself when you cook it.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why it's so tender and moist when you chew it. The
Mm.
problem
it's
is every cut I've ever had has been more fat than meat, and I want the meat.
right.
Yeah.
There is also, you can go like I know Amazon sells it. I usually buy some, but they have these big tubs. It's come from South Chicago Packing, but it's actually a Wagyu beef fat for cooking.
Oh yeah,
and
that stuff's down the street. Oh, I fuck
so
yeah.
good. I use
It's-
that for all kinds of stuff. I actually make homemade pierogies and press them out and everything, and then pan fry them in Wagyu. Oh,
That's awesome.
I'm never
I'm sorry,
going to
I'm
be a
talking
skinny
food
man.
again.
You
I
keep
need to stop
talking like
doing that.
that.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
we
I
say
still
we need
haven't
to-
eaten yet today.
Move past this steak discussion because I'm starting to get a grumbly stomach and I can't eat anymore today.
Yeah.
So, but going back to food,
I like
though,
that too.
down the
Come on,
down,
Brian.
down the street at the local Panda Express, they're testing out the spicy Wagyu dumplings.
Ooh.
and they are actually delicious. That is all.
I
SH's
can't
got a
have
good
either.
idea here. She says, I say we just start slowly moving north every year. Before you know it, we'll have taken over the good parts of Canada and it'll be too late to stop it. You know, if you just do it secretly and quietly like that, you could very well get away with it. The CCP has been doing a brilliant job on the coast over here.
Can we
They're
just,
just
like-
coming in slowly.
I
surely.
mean-
They've been doing it for decades, but suddenly the lower
You got
mainland
a
is
point.
really
We could just
communist.
move that. We can move that tree line north about 20 meters every year.
Just every year when
5
you're
years will
clearing
take
it,
over
just
most
sit
of the
next to it.
cities.
You only
That's
have to go about 40 miles and you've taken over all the inhabited land anyways in Canada.
Right?
Wow. Come on now.
A punk rock group named the Spicy Wagyu Dumplings. Oh my god. I would listen to that.
I like that.
What's the group called? Yoshimi and the Giant Pink Robot or something like that?
I think I know the one you're talking about, but I can't remember.
I've never heard of that.
Exactly.
Oh, it's an album called Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots, made by the Flaming Lips.
Okay.
I gotta grab something to drink.
I don't know why that made me think about it, but it did.
There.
But I have upgraded my my webcam quite a bit.
I noticed.
I've noticed they just keep popping up.
I was having a lot of fun, guys.
I've had the real Wagyu, but cooked here in the United States. The best way to have it is to actually go to Japan and have it there, but
That's
what I was going to say. Is that I've been told that it's not the same. And I
it's
believe
not
it.
because it's
Everything
fresher.
is so different.
When I go to Japan, I want to make sure that I get a good steak there, even though it's super expensive because everything's imported.
JKD Buck, you're telling all our secrets. Come on now. Saying Canada will attack the USA. I know all about Operation Maple Tsunami. You just keep it on the down low, bud. It's one of the reasons it's going to work.
I don't know, bud.
Just need Texas militia to say hi to the Canadians as they cross the border. They wipe out their entire
You know,
army
a
in 2
bunch
seconds.
of us Canadians all said hi at one point too. There's a lot of Scandinavians.
Just go and say hello.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
God,
Hi.
where's our boy Nick Starov when we need him?
Yep.
I know.
Say
The
just
Vikings
you
just
know,
come
if
and
you're,
say hello.
if you're
What
ever
time
fighting the
is,
Canadians, just don't get hungry.
What time is it for Nick right now?
Early.
Yeah, they're about 7 hours ahead of us, I think.
Yeah.
Right around there.
Yeah, I've considered sending him a invite, but I had no idea where he'd be in his day.
Sleeping, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I figured. Everyone's loving the food talk. Ladies, right? Corn from the U.S. cannot be imported to Mexico because they've altered it so much. Mexico
Yeah.
doesn't recognize it as corn, and Mexico is the biggest consumer of corn. True. It's all the GMO stuff. It's just we've ruined all of our fruits and veggies.
Here's
I don't
hoping
know.
RFK can get a handle on that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
hoping so.
One can hope.
I like his idea about the food pyramid, and I want to
Mhm.
I want to
I
see
love
all this
that
yellow
idea.
dye, whatever the hell, and red dye, whatever the hell, removed.
Yeah.
But,
I
you
don't
know,
know,
they,
I've already
they
made
recently
that.
just banned
Yeah.
red dye number 5.
Yeah, that's
good.
amazing to hear already.
But there's red 40 and red 32 as well.
Which is
Hey,
the one that
look,
makes you crazy.
Would you rather
That's 40,
have
right?
2 or 3 is the question I have here. We got rid
Yeah.
of one. We can get rid of the other 2 now. It's just going to take a little more time.
Oh yeah, I'm
Now,
patient.
Advocates of Mountain Dew have already gotten pissed because that's the primary color in Code Red is red dye number 5.
Yeah. In a normal Mountain Dew, it's yellow
Yellow 40.
Yellow 5.
40.
Yellow
There you
Ryan?
go.
40.
Is it 45 or is it 40? I don't remember
I think
anymore.
it's yellow.
Whichever, it's horrible.
Whichever
for
one's
humans
made
to
from
consume.
coal.
So.
Well,
Well,
they're
my
all
aunt
bad.
is deathly allergic to red.
The moment we get
five
rid of
and
all
yellow,
these,
whatever the heck. So
Get all
The moment we get
chemicals
rid
out.
of all of these chemicals out, it will be a happy, happy moment.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely will be.
JK Dbuck was saying earlier his wife's allergic to all the different preservative stuff. Makes life hard to eat, I'll bet. 'Cause everything's
I-
got it these days.
I don't
Well, it's
know.
part of the
somebody
reason
in
I-
my family's allergic to corn.
Well,
Well, it's
yeah, but are they really allergic to corn, or are they allergic
Yes.
to corn as it is today?
like all the
I will
additives.
guarantee
in it.
you. I'll
The
guarantee
corn-
you, if they ate natural corn or maize, they would not be allergic to it.
I don't know
Right.
the answer to that one. I just know somebody in his family is allergic to that. So
It's just like up until the 1970s, there was no reported cases of wheat allergies in the
Yep.
world.
Yep. Yeah. It wasn't until we started mucking around with stuff.
mucking around and
When we-
fucking around. Let's
When
go.
we
boys.
fucked around with the wheat strain, that's when everybody started getting,
Yeah.
gluten problems.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lab Glass is saying, sorry, eh? Would you like some maple syrup or some poutine? We don't just eat maple syrup and poutine. Come on now. We
Yeah,
other
there's a,
stuff.
there's a
is
little bit of
delicious.
maple syrup.
Montreal smoked
No.
beef is some of the best stuff ever.
No, they eat a lot of pancakes too.
and a
True.
lot of maple syrup. They just do shots of that shit.
They're called flapjacks up there.
Northern Michigan has better maple syrup.
Shots fired.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
It's
Like I
100%
said before,
true.
they're basically the same trees. It's just a haphazard line that some humans put in the, to delineate which one's American and which one's. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that your maple syrup is probably pretty close to 100% Canadian maple
Yo,
syrup.
I need you to
Pretty
stop
close.
being nice about this. All right, I want to see the fireworks.
Well, there's no fireworks. I agree. He's probably right. Do something really bad. I'll come burn your White House down again. I'll let you just
Brian.
talking out my ass. I'm referencing historical period in time, not something I'm going to do right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't try
Brian-
nowadays. There's about
Right, we would have to
700
get Digger
around
to
the world.
immigrate to the United States for her to get violent.
Oh, you're true. Just have her visit Detroit or Chicago.
It'd be fine.
You're not going to turn me into some sort of weird. You're not going to brainwash
American?
me in like a 2-week trip across. You can't brainwash me in a 2-week trip across your country. It's just
Hey,
not gonna
Digger,
happen.
blue or red?
Want to bet?
Bet.
I was gonna say don't do that challenge.
I'm always
Sounds like
going to
a
want to go
challenge
back
to me,
home 'cause
y'all.
I can radicalize.
Oh.
That's the word I was looking
See,
for.
blue
what
or
we got to
red?
do is we got to bring her on down to my area. We just go ahead and get some barbecue, go shoot some guns, and bam.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I'm always
Say
going to want to
that.
go back home though, because we've got the best weed.
Oh,
That's
no,
going
you
to be
don't.
a big part of traveling. That's going to be tough for me is the not having weed, because it's a huge part of my
The weed is everywhere here. You
pain
will.
relief stuff.
Come to Colorado. Colorado
I
has
will
some of
be
the
in
best weed
Denver at some
in the
point.
world.
I will be in
My
Denver.
next door
at some
neighbor
point.
has a strain from Colorado called Mindbender.
Yep.
Mind
yep.
bender.
He grows it in the backyard.
Oh, interesting.
I have no idea what the hell, whatever THC amount is in it, but I
Yeah.
can smell the damn thing growing. He's got 12 plants. And I can smell them growing every year, and I hate the smell of marijuana.
When you can smell it growing instead of just smoking it, you know
yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
Zigzag filled with a diggity dank.
See what's saying, Digger, you'll become one of us soon enough. I don't know.
One of us.
I don't know.
One of
I
us.
Is saying
I
Northern
don't-
Michigan is Canada, and that's kind of what I was thinking.
I mean,
Watch
it's
your
true.
mouth.
It's so close, just like Minnesota and Canada, according to anyone south of Iowa.
Minnesota.
Yeah, it's
mean, they
just
got the
a,
same
a
accent.
random line that some folks decided to draw, but it's the same trees.
See, where I go,
We
in the
totally have
UK
the best weed. D what we do, and I will.
Willie Nelson would
you'd have to come
object.
to it. Willie
Yeah.
Nelson doesn't know anything about weed. Then, no, I'm joking. But what would he say is better than BC Bud?
Colorado weed. Where do you think he gets it?
Really? Colorado?
Yeah.
Better weed than BC? I don't know. We'll have to taste test. Well, I'll have to do some taste testing as I come through. I'll let you know. Although
Just
my tolerance
remember,
is going to
all
go
the
right
states-
down because I'm not going to be smoking it on the regular.
I'm truly surprised that there is not a weed shop in DIA.
Yeah. I don't know where DIA is.
The Colorado,
Detroit,
the Denver,
yeah.
the Denver
okay.
airport.
International.
Okay. That makes
Sorry.
sense. Yeah.
Well, that's why it's in a national airport. That's federalized. Of course, you're not going to find one there.
You got everything else in that damn place.
Yeah, but that's all legal.
True. But there's nothing
TKD buck.
there's no law against posting a shop right outside the entrance.
Now, right outside the entrance, yeah, you're probably okay.
LAS is right. Willie has his own line of smoke, but he also buys from Colorado when he has friends over, and they smoke too much.
Interesting. Because Snoop said
Snoop
he came
Dogg.
over. He
Yeah.
loved the BC bud so much that he was getting involved in stores here.
Yeah. Well, this was years ago that Snoop did an interview when he first smoked with Willie,
Mm.
and he said that it was. Well, he admitted he's not the king of smoke any longer.
Wow. Interesting.
Willie smoked him under the table.
Smoked him under the table, eh? Not surprised. Not
The
surprised.
guy's lungs is basically 90% weed. So
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. JKD Buck, I say province, not province, because I'm West Coast.
And
So-
not French Canadian.
Yes.
Ugh,
Yes, I am not a Quebecois.
disgusting.
We were talking about weed, but now we're talking about weed, and it does sound very much alike, doesn't it?
I mean, does anybody else here want to see a civil war in Canada between French Canadians and Canadians?
Yes,
Eh.
yes, I do.
I mean, for entertainment value.
That would be so epic.
it'd be fun to watch. I got 20 on the Canadians.
Televised on Channel 20. Today's battle, Quebec.
Versus everyone else in Canada.
Sunday, Sunday.
Well, someone was saying Quebec wanted to separate until they found out how much Alberta brought in. That's partially true, but they also decided not to separate because we were standing our ground and telling them they'd have to take their percentage of the deficit, and that's no good. Not only
that-
were they
and that would've
losing
been a
out
lot.
on the riches of the West, but they were also going to have to walk away with debt. Not going to happen. So that's why nothing ever came of it. Every few years they start complaining about things and talking about separation again. It's never going to happen. We wish.
Yeah,
It's
and
funny,
then
that's-
it's like- they're like that kid that's like, oh, I want to move out, but I also want to get money. Parents just need to kick him out and be
Yeah.
like, fuck off, you.
Well, that's the whole reason why they didn't allow my side of the state of Colorado to become the 51st state. Is because we actually, the farming community on the eastern side of Colorado where I live, we make more money than all of the I-70 corridor.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they have probably more voting power than you do.
By far. But this last election, we were only 300,000 votes away from turning the state red and becoming Canada.
That's an interesting number.
Would have been nice. I've been told Colorado is pretty nice.
Oh,
It
it's
looks
amazing
very nice.
state.
It's a beautiful state. The people suck.
Yeah, it's just like California. And California is amazing if you're outside of 3 key cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's the
I
same
have-
with BC. The lower mainland is god awful, but if you ignore the people there, the area is beautiful. And as soon as you come outside, as soon as you hit Hope and beyond, it's all good. We're much different, much kinder people.
yeah.
I mean, when you're driving east on I-76 and you hit Wiggins, you start wondering, am I still in Colorado? Because there's no mountains. You can't see mountains. You can't see hills. It is flat.
Yeah, it starts turning back into Wyoming and
Nebraska.
no, there's some beautiful, just like here in Michigan, there's amazing areas. and then there's the populated cities that are full of shit people that you just wished would pick up and move to California and leave us alone. So
See, and I'm still saying I think we can make a deal if you guys want to take Ottawa and Quebec. It's going to be really hard to give them up, but the Newfies, they're wonderful folks, but we're willing to give them all up to you, and we'll take California, Washington, and Oregon off your hands. But we will also be needing Greenland since it's so much closer to us than you anyways.
I've already told you can't have Greenland.
We're surrounded by them anyway.
Greenland is too good for us. We can't give it up.
Greenland's getting a McDonald's. Get over it.
yeah, exactly.
I told you the last time, Digger, we will happily give up all of those states, but we have to have Greenland.
Yeah,
Hey, at least
that
people
doesn't
there
work for
actually
me.
want to be a part of the United States.
I think Greenland does. I was seeing some things. Greenlanders want to become a part of the states. It's the Danes that don't want to give them up.
Yeah, all
Yeah, well, I
10,000
mean, the Danes
of the
have kind of
Greenlanders.
also, like, basically not done anything with it.
Exactly, which is probably why the Greenlanders want to become Americans.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
I wonder if we can beat the Danes in a fight for it. I think
Well,
probably.
what kind of fight do you think we'd
Have
see
to,
in modern
because-
day? It's going to be all legal wranglings.
You
I
think
mean, you'd
we
have
would
to-
deal with it that way? That's
Not to insult Baker, but we just slap.
All we
I mean,
would
have you
really
guys
need-
ever heard of Rapid Dragon?
Yeah,
You know,
Yep.
What
But
is
if you wanna
Rapid
do a-
Dragon?
a
Rapid
physical
Dragon
fight-
is basically where the United States and Uncle Sam said, "Hey, it's really great being able to launch missiles anywhere in the world at any given time. How about we just go ahead and instead of having to take those missiles from a armory, put them on a cargo plane, fly them all the way to a location, load them on a bomber, and the bomber drops the missile or launches the missile, whatever the case may be. How about we just cut out the middleman and yeet that son of a bitch right out the fucking back of the cargo plane? And you know what? Let's, for added bonus, let's palletize it. So yes, Rapid Dragon is a system where a U.S. cargo plane, everything from the C-130 all the way to the C-7, the C-5 could literally just yeet a pallet of cruise missiles. And they're the AGM-121 JASSM cruise missiles. So they're stealth cruise missiles with a range of 600 miles, and they are low visibility, so you can't see them, and they don't have a radar cross-section because they're stealth. And they have a 1,200-pound warhead on them. And yeah, again, we can send them in pallets as small as 3 or as high as 45 a pallet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember the pallets. I didn't know what it was called, but yeah, I remember the pallets. I thought that was pretty wild.
Yeah, Rapid Dragon. Say because after we launch this thing, the only thing rapid is going to be us dragging these nuts over their face.
The only thing we would really need to beat the Danes with the ground war is just about 500 Latinas that are angry.
That's so true. Wait, let's send our illegal immigrants there. Boom, easy.
Yeah.
Why bother?
Let's
just take all the gangbangers out of Chicago.
Because the gangbangers will shoot back.
Yes,
we can offer the illegal immigrants a green card, and boom, they'll do anything we want.
I just suddenly have this image in my head of a whole bunch of these Hispanic women walking like in a line like it's a Revolutionary War flick, and instead of like muskets and rifles, they just all like grab a flip flop and chuck it at them in the line.
Chanclas and knives. We'll count
Chanclas
them
and frying pan.
5 seconds.
Big old cast iron skillets.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Eat it, Dan.
Watch out for the empanadas.
Mr. Q's agreeing. He turned in just in time for the Rapid Dragon. See, I'd been it was something I've heard about. Like I said, I just didn't know the name of it, but that's pretty amazing tech for for today's day and age,
Yeah. U.S.
you know,
war
all,
history.
all
and, yeah.
seriousness, when we do end up doing this World War III thing, it's gonna be a whole different can of worms, eh?
It's going to be really, really sad to see that we're not going to get a fair fight at the out of all this, because I mean, we've been dealing with Russia and China for the last 50 years, telling us what they had. And then we've been developing things that are actually better to counter those things that they say that they had. And now we're finding out that
They
the
didn't
things
have
that they
it.
have are not actually what they have to begin with. And in China's case, they've just been copying our homework and not doing a very good job. I mean, the J-20 is literally just an F-22 Raptor off Wish.com. You know, let's be completely honest.
A Wish.com Raptor.
Not wrong.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Its cross section is a lot larger than a Tic Tac.
Yeah. Why is there a bumblebee flying at us at Mach 2?
Only Mach
Sir,
2.
sir, that's not a bee.
The hilarious thing is when you watch the Top Gun, they're like, "Oh, 5th generation fighters," and it's like, yeah, the F-15 could have taken out every single one of their 5th generation fighters.
104-0.
It has not lost a match.
Yeah. If you ever hear 104-0 with regards to the F-15, there's been 104 confirmed kills by F-15s and been shot down 0 times in return.
One of them lost a wing
in 1983. Yeah,
still landed.
It's because it has a greater thrust to weight ratio, greater than 1 thrust to weight ratio.
Yeah,
so,
it's a literal missile with
a
guns.
Yeah, it's a rocket, not a plane.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even need wings. The wings are just for show.
Yeah,
basically,
wings.
Yeah. It's just a rocket.
Well,
That's all it is.
We just had to basically make everybody else feel like it was a plane, make them feel better that we just made a plane in the 70s that's basically all horsepower and gunpowder, and just like, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and, launch this thing. It carries more missiles, more bombs, more ordnance, has a 20 millimeter Vulcan. If you tell somebody to get fucked at 65 rounds per second, or what was it?
6,500.
6,500. Oh, sorry, 6,500 a minute, 65 a second.
Yeah.
It's I'm just saying, guys. I mean, we developed that in the 70s, and now we're coming out with the F-15 EX Eagle 2, which is the upgraded version.
Better in every way.
I mean, one-on-one, the F-22 Raptor and the F-15 Eagle, the only reason that the F-22 is considered better than the Eagle is in simulated dogfights. The Raptor won 45, dogfights. But the Eagle still won some. And now we've got a new Eagle that's even better. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Eagle with the same stealth paint job that the F-22 and F-35 has.
So let's kind of be fair, though. I mean, the Raptor's heads-up display technology is second to none.
Oh, absolutely.
That makes dogfighting like it's just unreal.
Yeah.
Like a video game.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't even need the dogfight when you can literally just launch an AIM 120 AMRAAM from 100 miles away, and they have no fucking clue until they're a vapor cloud.
You just look at the target. It's like, okay, don't have to aim, just look.
Is that a Su-53 or is that a Su-57 over there? 4.5 gen piece of shit. Hey, let's smoke them. I still say one of my favorite F-22 stories is the one that happened in 2018. There was a Reaper drone that was actually doing flights around in Syria, and Iran launched 2 F-4 Phantoms, which are for us are museum pieces. They launched 2 F-4 Phantoms to intercept this drone. And we saw them go up. And so we had 2 F-22 Raptors in the area. We said, hey, intercept them. Don't shoot. Just try and get them to leave it alone if you can. But if they decide to feel froggy, you just you take care of that business. And so the F-22 pilots actually snuck up underneath the F-4 Phantoms, looked up, judged what they had for their payload, and then actually came up on beside both of them and radioed to the guy is in the F4 Phantoms, hey, and they suddenly went, oh shit, because they had no idea they were even there. And then suddenly they're like, oh God, there's Americans on either side of us. And the F4 or the F-22 pilots literally said, and this is actually verified, they said, you should leave now. And the F4s literally peeled off and went back home, left that drone alone. Oh.
So have you heard of that? I started so I would find it. There. Have you heard of the Vampire missile system?
Ah, yes.
Mhm.
What is that? Because it sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah. I got to find the acronym because it's kind of ridiculous. What was the Vampire what's it? Vehicle agnostic modular palletized ISR rocket equipment. Vampire. Yeah. So it's actually developed by L3 Technologies, and you'll love this. So essentially, I want you to look at this promotional photo and tell me something you might notice about it.
Oh,
Because
I'm waiting for it to
it's
come
very
up, but
telling.
it's me.
So you notice what truck they mounted it on?
Yeah.
It's a Toyota.
Yeah.
What is the number one technical that all these terrorist organizations and all these other foreign militaries use as their primary vehicle?
Toyota.
The Toyota, Tacoma or the Hilux.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we just decided, let's build a modular missile system that uses Hydra rockets, which are some of the cheapest that we have, and basically have it set up so that you could pull up. The driver doesn't even have to get out of the car because the guy in the passenger seat has the computer arrays and everything. Lets that periscope go up, do a little range finding. You can have options for guided or unguided rockets. And yeah, literally just yeets the spicy toothpicks out of the back of that thing and then scoot.
Wow.
Spicy toothpicks.
I always thought it was funny with that picture.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff like this jury rigged before. But yeah, this is pretty awesome.
That right there takes two guys and about probably an hour to actually outfit on a standard.
Oh damn! So does Digger. I mean, what?
Hey, you be nice.
Sorry, that was out there. I apologize. Digger's a lady. She's not Ricada's wife.
Exactly.
Circling back to the Vampire, though, I really, really, really want one to just mount on the back of an El Camino.
Oh, excellent.
We can have a bunch of them lined up across the border, and that's what Trump can use as the first line of defense going into Mexico. They'll just fit right in.
See, I think we just put a whole bunch of some of Diddy's baby oil all over the ground and cause more spinouts that kill a whole bunch.
Well, they found enough of it, but
yeah, I know. Just you can't get traction, you spin out, you get caught by the border patrol.
And then when you get feeling spicy, just light it on fire.
Make a gauntlet, an illegal immigration gauntlet.
It's kind of like that scene in The Crow where he throws the lighter and it lights into the shape of the crow, except it'll be Trump's toupee, or
Yeah. Toyota-thon.
The Toyota-thon sales event. Get yourself a vampire.
Free vampire missile system with every Toyota pickup you buy this Saturday.
Yep.
Saturday only at the Toyota-thon.
I'd buy a Toyota if I got a
Say Honda Days can suck my ass.
Yep.
Right here at John Elway Toyota. Don't ever buy anything from John Elway, by the way. Bad.
I feel like you know him.
I'm from
See what? That was
Colorado,
the
and
thing with the
everybody
baby.
buys from John Elway. So
That was the thing with the the baby oil. That's how he drugged everyone. I thought that was so brilliant, like evil but brilliant. That's why he had all the baby oil, is because he infused it all with the hardcore drugs.
God,
That's how he got
okay.
people to do things
makes
they
me
wouldn't
wanna,
normally do.
Make a gauntlet
was-
out of it in the border then.
You seriously have to be an evil mastermind to think that shit up.
I know. I gave him I did not give him anywhere near the credit he is due. I would never have thought of doing something like that. It was yeah, evil.
That is
but
Dr.
brilliant.
Evil level
Yeah.
shit right there.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Q's right. Yeah, a gauntlet. Yeah, the American Gladiator type competition. If you want to,
I
get
was
green
just
card.
gonna
Yeah.
say, Stingy's got it down right there. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Just put a Ninja Warrior course on the border, surrounded by barbed wire.
No, we need worse
live
than
stream
a-
it. You know,
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? But it needs to be like a full on gauntlet. Like we need to have like children with rocks throwing them at them, and and like the blades of death and
That would be cool.
spinning
That would,
barbed
you
wire
guys
barrels.
would make a fair few dollars doing that. You're right. Streaming it and having
yeah,
them
stream
do,
it,
like,
and then at the prize at the
extreme-
end, if somebody can make it, there's a green card at the end.
Fight starving coyotes.
just one.
This whole immigration thing, I almost think Trump's going about this the wrong way. For all the of age males and females, let's add everybody into that group.
No. I'm
He
worried
should-
about
he
the
should go.
fighting age men that have come into our country.
The fighting age men.
Right.
What he needs to do is he needs to come in and go, okay, if you're felon, you're gone. Everybody else, here's the deal. You want to become a citizen. You're going to sign up for a mandatory 4-year military service term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Period. You screw up one time, you're gone out of the country.
No,
because we are completely. I mean, our numbers are so low that honestly, if somebody started a war with us today, there's a very good chance we would lose.
Well, that's the thing, though. We don't necessarily need bodies.
We need bodies.
Our entire military is based around us missile striking shit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, we're
we don't
used to throwing half court shots. Yeah,
we're used to doing half-court shots. But if we actually had to do CQC combat, we don't have enough tank drivers. We don't have enough infantry. We don't have enough artillerymen. None of it.
Well, that's making the assumption that we're going to get to that level of combat without everything just going to hell in a handbasket before then, i.e. nukage. So,
look, we got the hillbilly military if all the things go tits up.
That's only if they land in the South.
No, and
I don't know. The
Shells and
Midwest is
beer
pretty
cans
bad.
everywhere.
And if we ever
Jenny's
get to
got
that
a good
level,
point. We'll teach them. We'll train them up, and then they're going to take that and go right back home.
No, they can never go back home.
Well, yeah, but there's, it's a great idea,
get
but
no
we've
visa.
got to have some really stringent, what is it? The checking out their backgrounds and everything. Like we got to be certain that they're.
But that gives us
right
4
now
years.
we're just taking anybody. I don't know about the American military, but Canada's just taking anyone and everyone who wants to sign
But
up.
if you think about it, that gives us 4 years to create better protections for our nation. Meanwhile, we have bodies that we desperately need for our military service.
I still don't think we need that. Because I mean, if we get to the point of it being that bad, I mean, you'd have you'd have people joining. Every redneck in Indiana would join, hands down.
I actually don't think they. I mean, people are so disillusioned with the whole woke military thing.
Yeah,
that it's going to take time for that to settle down and for people to actually want to go. I want to serve my country again.
No, all Trump would have to do is just say, "I got rid of the woke in the military. It's all gone, all of it, every single one gone."
I wish that was the case, but if you look at if you look at pre 9/11 numbers, we were already on the decline.
I understand, but I'm saying Trump can
It's just
solve
gotten
that
worse.
very easily.
I mean, we had this
Trump
huge
can
influx
solve it.
for 10, 15 years, and then nothing. We used to have a military recruiter in this little town that I have. We don't have one anymore. They left.
It's called the draft. True, D. What? Nothing kills morale like the draft.
Yeah.
No, if we
See,
try to go
Mr.
back to
Q,
ground war again-
that's my concern. You can't trust any sovereign Chinese person. I don't know about Mexicans, never had to deal with them. I don't know. But I do know that the Chinese people that come in have come into BC and taken over. That's exactly what they've done is they've taken over. So we can take them in, we can train them up for 4 years, but you really can't guarantee they're not just going to go back home and teach everyone else what we've taught them. You know,
I'd say we should break their knees. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
How about we just don't train them up? We just take them all out, kick them all out, and send them back home.
Why? But knee breaking.
So, a friend of mine, and I actually
Criminals do.
reiterated this on a stream a few weeks
I
back.
can afford it.
He actually came up with the idea of on the deportations, it would be real simple just to start stuffing people in C-130s and then accidentally open the hatch over the Atlantic. But
See, no, we should air. No. We just airdrop them over their home.
I do not advocate violence on this channel.
No.
I am a Canadian. Anything that can be decided with words. We do
it
not
would
have
be
to
an
use violence.
accident.
It is words. It's called open the hatch.
And here
You're
now
missing
in
what I'm trying
Spanish,
to say here.
why is the
I'm just
logo
saying,
opening?
you know, the
Look at that.
pilot looks at the cabin officers and goes, "Why is it drafty in here?"
As they're all clicking in. Yeah.
See, I think we should just drop them over their like intended destination and make them all like make people not want to come back.
Give them parachutes that are missing a few strings.
Parachutes? No, we give them ones where you pull the string and like confetti comes out.
That's even worse than my. That's even worse than what I just said. Jesus.
Oh.
Do you what? I'm with you. I don't.
It's a
think
big
we
old
need a
banner that
logo.
says "Surprise."
It's just and there's like a speaker that flies out too that just has like when you headshot a grunt in Halo and it goes yay.
No, I did not know that happens.
You pull
That's
the thing,
awful.
confetti comes
Yeah.
out. Yay! Ah shit.
Grunt birthday party. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Oh,
talking about a
God.
gun that you shot and it just went yay. What the hell kind
Yeah.
of lesson is that?
Oh,
You're not going to get very
And-
far with that at
and you
all.
all thought I was disturbed. Brian takes the cake.
Oh, dude, I take the cake, I eat the cake, realize the cake is alive, and go, drop some children off stairs.
Who hurt you?
We do not advocate for violence on this channel.
The
You have
world
no idea.
hurt
You
me.
should have seen him in the
I
chat
disowned.
earlier.
I have disowned Brian as my son.
Dad, no, you're like the third one.
Brian.
Going out for milk. God damn it.
Hello, Boosh. How you doing? He's saying, "Oh snap, AP and Pizer pineapple."
I know.
Hey, Boosh, how's it going, buddy?
Yes. How are you doing, bud? Are you
Mr.
you
Q
back
says we
out?
should get some special showers. I agree.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Thinking,
I'm saying
Real
that in a
further,
conversation.
Nice and warm. Get some special soap,
yeah.
Maybe a bath bomb or like one of the shower what are those shower steamers? What I'm talking about?
Showers? A sauna?
No, a shower steamer. You put it on like the floor of your shower and it fumes up in there. And then that's where we hide the cyanide in the shower steamer.
Oh, okay. I'm like, why are we making
Jesus.
it steamy in the shower? I'm not understanding. Kaiser Hun, that's not a pineapple. Just
They
just
did
letting
that
you know.
back in the day, in the 30s and through 45. I don't think anybody should be put in a room and gas released into it anymore. It's pretty
I don't
vicious,
know, I
Brian.
think,
Oh
I
well,
think I'd rather be gassed than go through maids. They paralyze you and then they drown you. It's a slow,
I'm
miserable death.
sorry, they drown you.
That's what the mates thing is. They give you the first med which paralyzes you, and then the second thing that kills you. You're basically dry drowning.
I thought they
It's-
just gave you a whole bunch of nitrogen.
No. I thought they OD you with opium or something, right? Like why can't you give them a nice happy bye, right? But no, they paralyze you so you cannot fight back, and then they basically
All
dry
right.
drown you with the other
So
drug.
any one of your politicians that said that was okay, we should give them a real life experience. And then as
I
there
keep
is
saying we need Nuremberg too, and once again, it's going to be the fault of the Canadians.
well no, but before they succumb or after they succumb, we resuscitate them and say you want to go through that again. And until they say no, we do it again.
And a potassium shot is too dangerous for Canadians.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the easy
It's-
ways that are like not painful are apparently not good.
Waterboarding's still a
I mean,
thing.
Come on, shovels are too much for Canadians.
I saw Cynthia saying that if we became the 51st state, then at least we could get our shovels back. That's no, you
Digger's
can come get
contraband
my
would be
shovel
legal
out of my
again.
cold, dead, garden gloved hand.
See, your entire country makes me think that maybe the airdropping idea would actually be a good move.
Hey, we're not that bad. It's the government.
That's who I'm saying.
keep
The
telling you.
airdrop.
Give
we
us
can
another
save
10
you guys.
years to make up for the shit that Trudeau's done to us. Give us 10 years and then we'll see.
No, I
I'll tell you what you need to do. You need to go. You can take my shovel from my cold dead hands and then go buy a 700 series excavator.
Oh, I could be the Canuck killdozer.
I was gonna say, as long as it's not a Komatsu D335.
That's true. Yeah, 335 now.
Wait, are we saying that we're going to get Digger a killdozer?
No. That's
It's
not
just
what
a
we're saying,
bulldozer,
Brian.
Brian.
Wink, wink. Just shh. We're not
Yeah,
saying anything
she's got
about
some
that wonderful
excavating to
idea.
do. She's got a little bit of landscaping that needs done.
She needs a
Don't
new
worry
expansion
about-
on her home.
Don't worry about those pallets of AR 500 plate steel being sent your
Pallets?
way.
What pallets? I don't know.
That's for building a shed.
Yeah.
Let's say, what's this conspicuous brand new welder here? Oh, there you go. Look at that. And all this bags of concrete.
Don't look at that heat tempering oven that goes up to 1,000 Brunel or anything like that.
I could do you one better. I'm the one who's been buying up all those pieces of Trump's wall that Biden's team has been selling off on the cheap. I've been buying them. I'm just going to put them up around my province and just.
I like to know that they're going for
Everyone
good
stay out.
use.
Yeah. You'll pay for them and it better be put to use.
Yeah, we just need them to be shipped back and put back on the wall.
God, something needs to end up on a wall. Hands on the wall and never mind.
Why do I think that thought right there was going to go somewhere very dark?
It was going to go incredibly dark. Darker than my skin, frankly.
Oh, yeah, ROTC, that sounds like a lot of fun. There's a few of you guys talking about it. I'm sure we've got something like that here. I mean, my dad was in the militia before he was in the army. Or no, he was never in the army. His dad was in the army. He was in the militia, though. He trained at the army base just up the way. But yeah, I don't think we've got any sort of training like that. Another buddy's talking about classes he took in school that sound just phenomenal. We don't have anything like that here. We've taken the idea of dumbing down our students and we've run with it. And then we chucked the ball and we got a touchdown or whatever. I don't know. Sports ball stuff.
I'm sure that there are those of us here that remember, we used to shoot rifles in high school.
Yeah. See, no, that's not a thing. I don't know anyone, or I didn't know anyone growing up who had ever held a gun. A few of my buddies went out and got guns after we were, graduated adults and stuff. They'll go down to the shooting range together, but it's really not a thing.
Oh yeah, no, we would shoot guns in schools all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Chicago, so
I'm
it's
talking legally, Brian, legally.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, I knew people in my school that went to school. I mean, they went deer hunting after school, so they had a rifle in the back of the window of the truck, while they were parking at the school. I mean,
yeah,
in my school,
I knew friends who had, family. They go and they'd hunt, but there was no, like you're saying, guns in the back window. There was no kids wandering around with handguns and stuff. There was no. You just didn't see guns. You just didn't see them.
See,
archery. We all learned how to be great archers.
See, we
but-
did archery and we shot rifles in the gymnasium.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's where
no.
that's. Oh, ours was in the
No,
lunchroom.
that never happened.
And in the spring, it
In
was out on the
lunchroom with
football
the pizza?
field.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think
What?
it was you.
That was you,
I
AP.
thought I talked over a captain. My bad.
Delay.
But yeah, no, we didn't have anything like that. Like I said, we had archery, but it wasn't even like it was archery, but it was done in the school field, and none of them had really sharp points or anything. It was just Yep. It was the weakest of training for survival that you could even begin to consider. Anything I learned about how to live off the grid and off the land, I learned on my own later on. But they don't teach us anything like that. We're not supposed to take care of ourselves. We're supposed to live in the city and let daddy government take care of everything.
I mean, that's just called growing up on a farm where I'm from.
Well, yeah, see,
Right.
like
Right.
no growing stuff. We didn't, gardens and stuff. People don't do that anymore. It's wild. Which is why they can take away our shovels and people don't realize. Either they don't hear about it, which is the thing for me. I had no idea that these shovels were made illegal. They just do these things and you don't even know about it. And then when you finally find out about it, it's going to be too late. They're going to have us all, shut down in our tiny little 15-minute home or 15-minute cities. And it's, it's pretty scary. You guys, basically what I'm getting at is you Americans, you're the last bastion of freedom. You're the last bastion of God-given rights. And we need you guys to do some stuff. So start
Why
thinking
why
now
don't you want
about
to
who
become
replaces
51st
Trump,
state?
because we need another person already for when
One
Trump goes
of
in
us.
4 years.
One of
One
us.
of us.
One of
One
us.
of us.
Ah,
The only thing I will not allow you to ever own, Digger, is a Glock. You need a real weapon.
Yeah, like the P90
Yeah.
with the anime girl wrapper on it.
Oh dear God!
1911, 2 world wars.
I was going to own any weapon. It would have.
I was
be
going to say
Colt
Colt
Blade.
Python, but
My idea is better.
Original.
9-inch Colt Python. Because every lady needs a 9-inch.
See, I don't know guns. I had no idea where you're going with that.
Yeah, the new Colt Pythons. Yeah, they have there's some of the models that have an 8-inch barrel. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
They are.
Then you put
slick.
you put that 1-inch muzzle brake on it. You got full 9 inches.
Yep. Got a full 9.
So would that
3,
be like
4, 6,
bigger or
8.
smaller than Dirty Harry's gun? Like, give me a
357 Magnum, so smaller, but I mean 357 will easily do the job. 44, especially if you're looking at self-defense, the problem you run into with that is over penetration.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
what
And
you're
slow.
That's
talking
a
Good for
problem.
you.
Self-defense. That's a problem. Over
Well,
penetration.
over
is
Magnum-
pretty
yeah,
good.
see, you want a good amount of target penetration, but you don't want over pen, because going too fast through it, you doesn't do as much damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
A 44 Magnum is like shooting a rabbit with a shotgun.
Basically.
okay. I know
Slug.
enough to know that's not.
It's complete and utter destruction and everything
Yeah.
behind it.
That's not going to feed very many people. Is what I was thinking.
Man, I
There's
love
a
that
reason
idea.
why I
though.
use a 12 gauge with buckshot for home defense, and then a 5.56 by need with 80 grain
Mm-hmm.
Lehighs that they don't exit the body.
God, I still want to have a 50 BMG as my home defense weapon. Just fill it with a whole bunch of incendiaries or
Man,
slap
you're
rounds.
on a
Burn down
war
your
rampage.
house, the neighbor's
Oh.
house, and the other neighbor's house.
There's a guy that has actually created a dragon flame round for the 50 BMG.
Oh, yeah.
I
the-
want
yeah,
it
the
so
Dragon
bad.
Oh, it's like 15-foot flames coming out. I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
I'm not allowed to own anything fun in Illinois. That's why I want some fun shit.
You can
See,
do
what
what
you
I
need to do,
what my
Brian,
cousin
is you need to
did
go to
in
West
Washington.
Virginia and
I
go.
want to so bad, but the problem is they don't have any jobs for me specifically. I have no other
No,
skills.
you just
other
need to
than
go down there and
chemicals.
go visit when they have the full auto shoots.
Oh,
yeah.
then yes.
Go to Knob Creek in Kentucky.
Yeah, go to Knob Creek. Yeah, that's another one.
Stingy just sent a short to Kaiser. The only style gun I can have, apparently.
I mean, Brian, you can do what I'm gonna have my cousin do. Well, my cousin's son do in Washington.
Go to Indiana, buy one, and then sneak it in.
Oh, well, go to Idaho. He doesn't have to go to Indiana, but yeah, you can do the same thing. For you, it'd be Indiana. Not like they
Hello,
stop and check
Nerd
your car.
Resident.
It was funny. Kaiser mentioned 1911. I'm like, oh wait, I carry a TT-33 as my everyday carry.
Really?
Yeah,
And
and
it's
it's not.
7.62 Tokarev.
Yes, it's not. I was gonna say it's not modded to 9 mil. It's still 7.62.
Nice.
I love that thing. It's heavy enough. It is so accurate. I've modded the trigger though. It doesn't have a 15-pound trigger.
I was gonna say those things. Yeah, the sights are usually not so great on those. I mean, you're
This one's
talking about.
tuned.
I was gonna say for TT-33, the accuracy is usually about this far, which is great for if you're putting a contact up against somebody. They're made to be shot like this. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
that
they've
would
had
have been
it-
the reason the Chinese, decided to give it to the Russians is, or vice versa. I can't remember the history on that one very well. Was because
Russians
of
gave it to the
overpenetration.
Chinese.
Yes, Russians gave it to the Chinese. It's because of overpenetration issues. Just like the 44.
Yeah.
The fun part about that gun is, when I picked it up a couple of years before 9/11 happened, I called it my 2-for-1 terrorist remover. The cops around
buy
town
one, get
thought
one
it was
free.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's a spicy little round, and yeah, they just kind of keep going.
That's a spicy.
Well, yeah, it's a 9mm round with a 357 powder load.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, you're looking at plus or minus like 5 grains, I think.
Not enough to matter.
Yeah, they punch.
Well, as lovely as all this gun talk is, that I have absolutely no idea what you're saying or talking about.
We're trying to educate you because you're going to become an
I'm
American.
going to become an American whether I want to
Calm
or
down,
not.
we'll educate you.
Get some of that education up in this house.
Which is better, the 870 or the 500?
500,
870.
hands down.
I will
Again,
say though, I mean, I considering the fact that my brother does his own stuff and whatnot. I mean, he's actually been rebuilding an original Martini Henry from 1888.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
They don't make ammo for that anymore, so he's had to manufacture his own ammo and like shell casings and everything. He's finally got some rounds for it to shoot. It's old black powder 577 450. It's awesome.
Yep.
Cool. Very cool.
Sorry.
So
Anyway.
Digger, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I have to pee and it's been 3 hours, so I'm going to call it a night, guys.
No, you're not allowed to pee. We're having fun here.
Yeah, no.
I
peeing.
dropped the link for Kaiser. I dropped the link for the captain's channels. Go check them out. They're loads of fun. They do all sorts of stuff.
I will be
really
streaming with
enjoy.
Squid tomorrow, by the way.
Oh,
Nice.
are you? You're doing a thing with Squid?
We're going over my daughter's killer's court case.
Oh, you're doing that thing tomorrow. Awesome. If you guys
1:30
like,
Eastern.
If you guys enjoy like whodunits, or I guess it's not really a whodunit. We know exactly who did it, but it was like police screwing up like every which way and then some. It's an insane story. And unfortunately, it was all true, and it all happened to Captain with his daughter. We watched, or he did a stream that I watched about his daughter and who she was. And tomorrow, you said at
1:30 Eastern.
1:30 Eastern. He and Squid Pro Quo will be covering it from more of the police and the court angle. From what I
It'll be
understand.
solely on her channel. I'm giving her all the credit since her and
She's
Sir
doing
Frank
all that
Otter
work,
did
yeah.
all of the work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
she's
want to
been.
feel rage in your heart.
Yeah. If you really want to get angry at the system, that's definitely the stream to watch. But Squid's done a whole lot of effort, so definitely be there. I'm trying to. I cannot. I'm trying to type and find stuff and close up at the same time. Squid. Whoa, there we
It's
go.
gonna be a rough day.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
We're here for you,
Yeah.
brother.
I'll
But,
make it through. I've made it through every year so far.
I know. Doesn't get any easier.
No, it's really a complete lie. Everybody says it gets easier with time.
No, it's actually
Nope.
more rage-inducing.
It'll be rage-inducing when his parole hearing comes up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Let's see if he steps outside that place.
All right. So here is the link for tomorrow's stream. That'll take you directly to the stream. And you can like and subscribe her channel when you go over and check out the stream. It's definitely going to be a good one. Be prepared to be angry at the system, but I'm sure we're gonna hear a lot that we need to hear and learn a bunch of stuff that we could really learn or use learning, because shit's just getting wild out there, and it's every piece of self-defense knowledge is good, I guess. And if you know just how the corrupt system works, you can figure out how to work it for you, I guess. Or at least that's the premise I've been working off of. That's why I watch all these corrupt court cases. See how to beat it next time. But yeah, on that note,
downer.
I know. I'm like, well, shit. Now I've taken it to a downside.
It's not a downside. We can still move on.
We can still move on. Okay. Well, yes.
Do we want one
Kaiser
final?
will show me that gun that only I can. The only gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do we want to go out on a high note there?
I was gonna say, yeah. Let's see.
Is that the broom-handled gun? Since she's a woman.
Fresh magazine. Wait till you hear what it sounds like when you flick it into full fun mode.
Yo, this is my kind of gun. What are we talking about here? This is mine.
It's a freaking airsoft rink off.
Oh my god!
Well,
that probably is the safest one.
I can't do the anime noises, but I have one that's close to that.
No, Nissan.
And it's real.
Suppressed
That's
doesn't
hilarious.
count, AP.
What's that?
Suppressed doesn't count.
No, I have an AK-104, so she can, when she's here in town, if I'm able to move around, I'll bring it to the range.
Yeah,
There you go.
that would be a fun thing to do.
God, that's
3.5 feet of
I'm going to
snow.
be in the States anyways. I wonder what do I have to do to be able to shoot a gun at a range?
Have anybody with a person who can shoot guns legally there.
I don't need to
Literally.
have
Show your
any
ID.
sort of passes or permits or anything.
Just
No.
your
Not
Your
passport.
like a
ID.
day permit.
Just your passport. You're good
Okay.
to go.
Hell, if you want to
Okay.
go to a gun range, I know
If
it's
you
gonna
go
be
to
called
Vegas,
Chicago.
you need to go to the Tank World.
Oh, I'm not going
You
there.
can drive tanks.
I'm not going there.
Battle
Vegas
Las,
or
or
Chicago?
Las
Which
Vegas
one?
is amazing too. You can shoot an M134 if you want.
Yep. Minigun. Yep.
If you want to waste
waste.
a lot of money.
Yeah, well.
I still say that I need to get down to drive a tank in Texas because they are one of the only people I've found that on their gun wall collection have an actual second pattern FG42 that you can shoot.
Oh yeah.
And that
Isn't
is
that
my,
that place that
that is my
Matt Best did that one video at?
Yeah.
I think so. We have
Yeah.
that one is my unicorn gun.
Yeah, that's where demo goes to shoot all the tanks and blow up stuff too.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Yeah. I like him.
But since they're not too far from that place, it makes sense.
D-What was saying the rumor is the JFK files are coming out tonight. That's what I've heard as well. I've got a
What?
buddy who's just waiting
Yep.
to tear through them as soon as they come out, as soon as they
I
drop.
will
Allegedly,
solve
there-
this.
Allegedly, there is one name that has been removed from it, and there's speculation that it might be old H.W. Bush.
That's what I was gonna say. The only one that
Yep.
would really matter at this point in time.
Yeah.
See,
gonna say
I already
Preston
know
Hill
who did in JFK. It was the White House chef because JFK was pissed about dinner the night before.
Oh, totally. I
Makes
see. I
sense.
thought I've been thinking that for years, man. No one looks at the cook. But on that note, you guys, I had a blast hanging with you as always. Chat, you rock. You keep me entertained, and really, that's all that matters because it's my stream. So entertain me, people. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for
And
the
before
invite.
anyone has
Careful now, Kaiser.
before anyone has any
That was a dab.
reaction to the flashes there, you guys, you have a good night.
She's a curious look, always digging for the truth. Searching in the night, youthful heart and proof. With her shovel